Hi, everybody. I don't know what happened, okay? First of all, I know what happened. I scheduled a live for 10 o'clock, and I feel like a truck ran me over. I've been running around like crazy, bathing and grooming dogs, running luggage down to Gia, doing wash, all the stuff you do after vacation, plus everything else. And then I said, oh my gosh, I'm so sore. So I sat in the massage chair for a minute and I started uploading videos and photos from vacation to Instagram. And then the next thing I knew, I was trying to figure out why this boat video was getting smaller on Instagram. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 10:24. But something happened to my Zoom because Video Reel and Linda and Gail were in there before. And one of them was talking and suddenly all the sound went out. But I had to bathe the dogs and stuff, so I didn't think anything of it. Then I went back into it. I could not get anyone to hear me. I wrote in the chat, I can't hear anyone. Then I went to get out of it, could not get out of it. I had used Task Manager, still couldn't close it down. I had to restart my whole computer, bring everything up again, and that's where I am now. So that's the funny story why I'm late. But I feel like every muscle in my body hurts so much. Oh my gosh. I did a little bit of crafting. I am working on this tray with the ocean. And I painted these jars today that I want to decoupage. And I've been working on my featherweight because I have to take the bobbin case out because I keep getting a thread jam behind it, which is very common, but it's easy to fix. And I started doing that yesterday. Oh my gosh, but I am just so freaking sore. Can you guys hear me? I hope that you can hear me. Okay, here comes Debbie D. Hi.
Hey,
Hey.
how are you?
Sore. I'm so sore.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh, I can't move. I don't know what is wrong with me. Let's see. And I was just explaining why. Let me see that they can hear me. Hi, Rosalita. I hope they can hear me. Oh, the time. You can hear me? Yes. Okay, thanks, Gil. What have you been up to, Debbie?
Just work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna message Bucky, says she might be wanting to come in, I think. I might message her and let her know it's
I
open.
hope so. Okay. So it wasn't open for anybody?
Uh-uh.
Oh, gosh. Because I had 4 people on my screen, but I couldn't hear or anything. Oh, my gosh. Hi, Christine. Sorry, I'm still trying to get back in the groove. Who's that? Sheila's trying to get her groove back. Who's trying to get the groove back? Somebody's trying to get their groove back. Oh, boy. Tomorrow I've got to drive. Ethan has a track meet. I have to drive Luke to work at 8 o'clock. And then I've got to go to the doctor, which is about an hour from here. I think my appointment, I think it's at 12.
Oh my goodness.
I think it is. Let me see here. I don't even know where my
That's the
agenda
busy
is.
morning.
I don't even know where my agenda is. That's the problem when you go on vacation, trying to get everything back in the places that it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. And it's so hot and humid today. It just went from just immediately hot and humid. I wanted to jump in the lake, and Sandy's like, jump in the lake. I'm like, it's going to be freezing. She's like, just get out real fast. And Jimmy's like, don't jump in the lake. It's going to be so cold. And then he's like, but you could go if you want like an ice bath.
Mm-hmm. Not me.
It was so hot and humid though. How are you doing, Christine? Rosalita? Oh. Yeah. Live chat. Jeanette. Heart Made Wise. Karen Reed trial was over early today. P. Diddy trial had a lot of explosive stuff in it.
I've seen a few headlines, but I haven't read anything.
Apparently, P. Diddy was called a Tootsie Roll.
Mm.
And called a what did they call him? Pete Diddler? No, they called him
The Diddler?
no. Something about being real small, like Piddly Diddy. Is that what it was? I'm sorry. Itty Bitty Diddy.
Oh my goodness.
I think it. They should have called him Pee Wee Diddy. And then Nancy Grace lost it with this, I guess, this defense attorney that was commentating on her show, and she didn't like anything he was saying, so she was just like, I'm sorry. She was going crazy. And then he said, well, then if the woman described him as a Tootsie Roll, the jurors and everybody should see it. That's evidence. That's what they did to Michael Jackson. And she's like, are you saying that you think that they should show his stuff? And he's like, well, if she called him that, then that's evidence. And you know, going crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Does anyone think that the P. Diddy trial will expose people that we haven't heard yet, Rosalita said, of being involved in all those parties? I don't know. I see Justin Bieber. I didn't look at it, but I saw that he had a reaction to something about SA or something. I don't know. And then there was something, I don't know what I was listening to. It was maybe one of those court TV or something, where there was some 13-year-old that was abused by his teacher, and the father got the, I don't know if that's recent, but there was like police camera, and well, his husband was on the phone. And then there's something else with that Grady Judd that in Florida, Florida town, he said she's an ugly woman, but it's a man. And it was a sex trafficking bust or something. I don't know what's been going on. I can't catch up with everything.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah. But ugly woman man or something, he said. That was the headline. Yeah. It's the ugly woman man. And Ethan got his cap and gown today.
Aww.
Oh. They still have a while, but they told them.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it just makes it
Yeah.
surreal, you know?
Yeah. And let's see. So, I wonder, yeah, everybody's all discombobulated. I don't know, Gail, so what happened? That Zoom wasn't running? Because on my screen it was running, and it even showed video reel and Linda talking, and I couldn't hear a thing. And I even wrote in the chat, I can't hear anyone. And I couldn't get it off. Ouch. So weird. I got 2 dogs groomed and cut, and then I took a shower. The other one tomorrow.
Some of your energy.
Oh, I don't feel like I have it. I should have done all 3. But the boys took longer than I thought. Jasper has so much hair. It's ridiculous. He's got to look like a whole dog in the garbage. And he still has a lot of hair. Oh my gosh. He has hair like Luke.
I can't believe how big he is.
I know. Let's see. Rosalita Gail says, but then everyone must have taken phone calls. Yeah, but I just totally lost all sound. Somebody was in the middle of talking, and I lost all sound. Oh, let's see. Where's Catherine Hart? She's going to do crafts tonight. Good.
For my opinion on Rosalita, I believe so. I believe there will be more that we haven't heard of yet.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. They were supposed to have that. I don't know. Well, the other one they said was explosive. After Cassie Ventura, yeah.
Oh, the testimony today?
Yeah.
I haven't really looked into it too much, but I did hear, I did read in a little article that said that she identified 13 people that attended the break-offs.
Which one, Cassie or the other one?
Cassie.
Okay.
Yeah,
Freak off.
that's interesting.
Well, I think a lot of them are not in the public also because I think a lot of them are afraid of him.
Well, there were escorts too that they used. A lot of escorts.
Right.
And yeah, did he? I don't know. His mother's sitting in court with all this, and
Yeah, I
because
mean,
it's really
I don't know.
explosive. If you listen to some of the what's really said in the court, it's pretty bad.
yeah, I don't know how she just sits there and listens to that.
Not my boy.
hmm I'm sure she believes that he didn't do any of it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like with what happened here. The mother doesn't believe her son has done anything.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I don't have any children, but truth's the truth. You know what I mean? You can't deny it. I don't know.
Right. I don't know. Some people can.
I don't know if I'd feel different if I was a mother.
Yeah, I can see how it's hard to accept,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
if your kid, does monstrous things, it'd be like, hard to wrap your head around, but they don't show you that,
Yeah. Or confused, I guess, or not wanting to believe it, even though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure on some level she has to suspect he did something,
Right,
something.
yeah.
I guess it's maybe in her best interest to stick by him, though, he probably completely supports her.
Well, another thing too, that might be her way of coping.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody does different things, and being in denial can help somebody or their, fight or flight, or keep them from having a nervous breakdown.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I was surprised that he even wanted his kids there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, they came in with the mother, and I guess some other lady with the mother with a big wig. So I don't know who that was. Does he have a sister?
I don't remember. I don't remember anything about his sister, but they could have. I saw where the daughters walked out during some testimony.
Ugh.
But they didn't want to hear. I think it's about the R charges and stuff. Well, I don't know if he's being charged with that, but the testimony about it.
Okay, I'm just trying to get ready over here. So
If I was a daughter, I certainly would not want to hear about the free calls and things like that.
Yeah, of a parent, yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah, right. I know. I wouldn't want to hear that of one of my parents.
Bucky say she's gonna come up?
I sent her a text and, sent her a message in Slack or tagged her in Slack and I've not heard anything.
All right, because like I said, I don't know that it was malfunctioning. That's a weird. Okay. I just thought it was my end. Oh, oh my gosh. Okay, let me get set up over here. It's so hard for me to walk. Okay. All right, so yeah, 12 o'clock. I appointment. 12 o'clock.
Did anybody watch Kohlberger today? Did they have Kohlberger today?
Kohlberger was on today?
I was asking.
Oh,
Yeah, I seen little snippets where they break the day down on LNC.
Mm-hmm.
but when
I'm
is-
not gonna go into details, but the judge is very, very mad.
When is that trial starting in August?
Yeah, it's supposed to. But wait till you hear what happened today. I don't wanna give no details away.
Okay. All
No,
the way.
because Carolyn needs to cover that, right?
You can say
Yeah.
what it is, because it is crime and chat. Because I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. You can say what it is.
For real?
Yeah. Why not?
Cause I know you'd wanna cover it and it's pretty juicy.
Well, I could cover it anyway.
Okay. We went over some stuff, Judge setting down rules, you know how he is, he's different.
Right.
But the biggest thing was photos and things and, video got leaked to Dateline.
Right.
Oh.
The judge has put out orders. He wants to find out who did it. He's wanting to press charges. He has, certain things for the defense and the state concerning this. Wants the state to pick a prosecutor. They're gonna be trying this, and he's bound and determined he's gonna get to the bottom of it and find out who leaked it.
Ooh.
What video was it?
He is on LNC. Long crime.
No, but I mean, no. I mean, what video was leaked?
Oh, it was pictures of him dressed in all black with hoodie and that beanie hat. And it was a video that the police have that's never been shown to anybody. And those pictures would never been shown to anybody.
Okay, didn't that happened in the Delphi case?
I know, but
Yeah.
the judge is wanting to get to the nitty gritty and bottom and find out who it is, and he's gonna press charges.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was somebody in the law office. Remember that leaked the stuff for the Delphi.
Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if it was somebody.
I don't know.
One of the lawyers' offices, huh?
Could be.
Could be.
They're gonna find out and they're gonna be sorry.
I'm surprised Dateline wouldn't have checked with the, with the attorney general, because the district attorney, just make sure that, if it seemed like a video that wasn't around, or like they know they could jeopardize the case, right?
Exactly.
I'm surprised they didn't check. I mean, I know they want a juicy story and all that, but,
Well, we don't know who lied to who or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for it to come out though.
I don't know, I have a feeling that they don't care about jeopardizing the case. They just care about the bucks, you know?
yeah, but, I don't know. Did it get sued like that? Okay.
But all this stuff was supposed to be under a gag order. They call it, what is it they call it there? It means the same thing though.
Oh,
Yeah.
but I know what you mean.
Yeah, he's pretty upset.
Yeah, yeah, I would be too.
And did
Or with the judge.
did the prosecution or the defense say anything about it?
No, the judge gave them each printed paper with different things he wanted each one of them to do. That was not read, but they're wanting them to go through everything,
Mm-hmm.
everything they have, period.
I'm sure they're hoping and praying it wasn't somebody in their offices.
And then he did ask the prosecutor to get another prosecutor to investigate it all.
Okay, I'm gonna mute over here so I can go over there.
Somebody is in really big hot water.
Yeah, I mean, I like this judge. He's a no nonsense guy,
Mm-hmm.
but he has some pretty strict guidelines he goes by. He wants to know about any issues before they arise because he does not want it slowing down the court.
Yeah, I like the way he's handled the pretrial stuff.
Mm-hmm. And they're
He hasn't-
expecting this to be a 3-month trial.
Um,
Yeah. He was setting down different things today, what he wanted, how he wanted it to run, how he wanted to run the court. And then, because he mentioned about jurors being, if they are sequestered, which he may do, 3 months is a long time.
mm-hmm.
And that's why he's putting in these rules of how he wants to handle things so it runs smoother and quicker. They went over that today.
Man, you wouldn't want to be on that jury. 3 months, Lord of mercy.
I don't know, put up in a hotel or something. I'd feel like I was on vacation except for during the day.
No, that's true.
Yeah, but I don't think you get paid too well to be a juror, and if you have a job like that, I don't know, a lot of them don't provide, like.
Oh, I know, but yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's really hard, and that's why I'm saying, like, these jurors, they expect so much out of them, and they get paid nothing.
I know. I'd have to tell them, I'm a single person and I pay my bills. I can't afford to be out of work 3 months. Sorry, I can't be on this jury.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you'll be having to find me a house and somewhere to put me because I'll be homeless.
Mm-hmm.
Will they let you out for like financial hardship it would cause you?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Being out of work for 3 months. Yeah. I mean, I could probably do it, but it's just too hard to catch back up.
Mm-hmm. It's a long time to be separated from your family too.
Yeah.
Like if you have kids and stuff.
Right.
You're missing off a lot in 3 months.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, the Diddy jury, didn't they say that they don't expect things to be wrapped up until like July?
Oh, I don't know about that.
There it is. Okay. So. Okay. Oh. Oh gosh. Right.
Excuse me.
Where's Scooter? I thought Scooter was.
Scooter was in chat too. I don't know.
Where are you, Scooter?
I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna try to call Bucky, see if she'll answer.
Carolyn, she's guzzling Blue Raz seltzer.
I know she probably is the way she was sneaking it. I gotta go to get some of that because that must have been like the flavor.
Apparently, it's her favorite.
I'm gonna try Sam's Club tomorrow and see if they have that. Because I never buy my seltzer there because I didn't think they had such great deals. But that deal we got in South Carolina was, and she would just look at the seltzer and go, I'm going to be so sad to leave this seltzer, Carolyn. You better take it. And I'm like, what seltzer are you leaving? You've already downed your entire case. And then she was like, moving in on mine. And there was like lots of cold ones in the refrigerator. And that's when she was like, oh, if I could just show you how sneaky this little sneak dance she did. She went for, and then she like backed it up. And I'm like, what are you doing? And that's when I realized that must be some flavor. She's like, you said you liked the limoncello. I said, yeah, but I don't even know that I've ever had Blue Raz.
Now I want to try it too.
I know it must be something. I really wish I had that on video. That walk away that she did. It was just crazy.
It's funny. What brand is it that you like, Carolyn?
Well, I like almost any seltzer. I really do. I'm not particular, but this was a LaCroix, the limoncello, and I don't know. Like I told her, it's so weird here. Like since I've been home, I've been drinking it like crazy, but over there. You would think you're at the beach, you're going to be drinking it a lot. I wasn't. It would take everything in me to even. I think I might have had it once or twice.
Hmm.
I had some bottled waters, coffee, some unsweetened tea, but not really. I wasn't guzzling it the way like Scooter's just like was like a chain smoker with seltzer. Like it's one after another. Like it's crack. Let's see, really, it's like you would say like it's like an alcoholic or something drinking beer. The way she drinks it, I don't even know how you could drink that much of it that quickly. Like here, if I'm thirsty, like today, yeah, I could go through one or two. But then even then, that's going to be yeah, and then I'll have coffee, or I just don't drink it at the rate she does. My daughter drinks it like that, though.
Thirsty ladies.
Yeah, thirsty. They're thirsty. Yeah.
Yeah, they're thirsty. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, if for real.
Becky said she had to finish up doing something and she would be here in just a little bit.
What are you going to work on, Carolyn?
What I'm doing that ocean spray right there. And now I've got to do, I'm doing another box, and then I've got to do, what it's called, Bake a Pleasure Bird.
Oh yeah, that's really pretty. That ocean painting. I like that.
I've got to iron the edges.
Okay, so, a lot of skill to capture, the motion.
Mm-hmm. Where's mine?
I'm gonna highlight you, Carolyn. I'm gonna try if it'll work.
So
everybody can see you better.
all right. I need a Laura. Hold on, I gotta go get one of my napkins.
Yeah, it's not letting me.
It's not letting you
Wait a minute. It didn't come up, but just now it did. Hold on. Let me see on YouTube if it's made you big. lag. There you are. Okay, it just now came across YouTube. You're big.
So hard. Now I'm gonna have to have a seltzer.
Talking about it.
It's so hot though. Is it hot by you, Debbie?
Yes, it has been so hot and humid for the last 3 days. It has rained every day except for today.
Yeah, here too.
It rained a little bit here and then
It's high in the low 90s today. That's pretty hot.
Yeah, it's in the like mid 80s here. Of course, I'm in the mountains, but yet next week we're going to be back in the 60s.
really?
Wow.
Yes. I'm like, this is so weird.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it changes before Monday, but that's what I saw today for next week.
Okay. All right. Just wrap on this little guy, I think. This little guy. I saw Liddy doing this thing to make rice paper napkins, but they definitely were not rice paper. They were more like vinyl Klingons or something. I don't know what the heck she was doing.
Hmm.
It's really weird. What did I do with this scissor? Hi, Super Chat Cat. How are you? All right. There's this. So yeah, I told Gia, I brought her soup and I said, let's do dinner after you get back from Barcelona.
Mm.
I would be out tonight and we'd have to go. They wanted to go to a restaurant that was where I was going to go to the doctor. So then literally I'd go there, then have to go back the next morning. I just said, I can't, let's just do it after Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, okay.
Is she going there for work or on vacation?
For work. She asked me to go with her and Sandy's like, oh, I would have been on the next flight. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't.
Be fun though, wouldn't it?
It would be. It would be.
Maybe
They already want me to go to Vegas in July.
maybe she'll take you sometime.
Go to Vegas in July when it's going to be so nice and hot here. It'd be like an inferno over there. Why do you want to go to Vegas in July?
Sounds like it'd be pretty like an inferno there.
Yeah. Something to do with the Elvis Wedding Chapel.
Hey, Debbie Scooter.
Hey, just want to say hi.
You just want to say hi? Is that all you want to do?
Pretty much.
Oh.
Hi, Debbie.
You don't want to talk about the blue rats?
Hi, Heart. What blue rat?
The blue raz.
What's that?
That's seltzer.
What about it?
Well, that's what we thought you wanted to talk. Did you get any more?
I never had any.
Then no, you never bought any more?
I
That's
never
the
had
one,
it.
that's the one you were stealing in Edisto.
Stealing.
The one you went into the new case.
I
just to get
never
the
bought that. I bought that, dear.
No, you drank all yours.
And I was drinking some of yours. I offered.
You drank every one of them.
You could have drank as much of mine as you wanted.
I know, but you just went straight
But you
for the.
didn't.
You went straight for the
That
blue
was not my
raz, so
problem.
that must be some flavor, I said. So you must have, that
No.
must have been some flavor because you did that walk away. I'm like, what are you
Girl.
doing? You know,
Girl.
you totally didn't go to the refrigerator where there were all those cold ones and you did the little walk away, remember?
Remember I told you why?
You said, well, you said that it was because I liked the limoncello, but there were the other flavor that was in the refrigerator as well.
Because that's what you said you liked was that limoncello.
Right, but then there was also that tangerine.
Right. And
Right.
I don't care. I don't care about that or I like all of them.
Right, but you really like that blue raz.
Hello.
Not particularly.
Hi,
Hi, Bucky.
Scooter.
Bucky.
Hey, Buck. How's it going, girl?
All right.
Hey, Deb. Hey,
I
hey,
just read in
Hart.
the thing. You were in the Zoom by yourself. What happened?
Oh my
Earlier.
gosh, yeah, I don't know what it was. Who,
What was
Scooter or
that?
me?
I think Scooter wrote it.
Yeah, it was
I
good.
did.
Yeah, because my Zoom was all messed up. It showed 4 people. It showed Linda and Video Reel talking. And then they couldn't hear me and I couldn't end it. I couldn't do anything. I had to restart my whole computer. Then I had been loading things to Instagram. I didn't realize it was 10:24 because before I looked, it was 9 something. I thought I had a lot of time. So yeah.
Because I was trying to get in, but it said that I was in the waiting room, like waiting and waiting. I was like, well, what are they doing?
I
Oh, no,
don't know
that was
what-
last night. That was last night. Wait. Oh, tonight it kept telling me invalid number. Every
Yeah,
time I
because then
put in a number,
it
was invalid.
ended, I think, with Video Reel in there with
What's going
Linda
on?
and Gail and me, and I lost all sound. And then I said, okay, that's just me. And then I had to bathe that finish doing Jasper. And so
That is super cute.
It's 11:11, guys. Make a wish.
11:11.
Oh, it already left.
Yeah.
I missed it. It's 10:12 here.
okay.
Oh,
Oh, well, you can still get 11:11.
you've got
Yeah.
59 minutes to get there.
That's
Oh,
true.
look. That's on. Show it again, Carolyn. Please. 11:11. What does it say?
Make a wish.
The wish.
Oh,
That's cute.
that is cute.
Hey, Jeanette. Hi, Super Chat Cat.
Hi,
Hi,
everyone in
Justin
chat.
Bieber. Hi, Rosalita.
I'm on my computer, so I can't really see the chat.
I can't wait to see one of your nativities, Carolyn.
I know I'm gonna get some
Totally.
driftwood for them. I know I obsess over them. I put them in bags. And then I I just don't
I did the same thing. I went through all my shells and made all the thing, but I haven't done anything with them. They're just
I
sitting
know.
there.
They all say nativity figures 2024. I was
'Cause I
telling
have to.
But Sandy
You have to get the
Sandy
right
went
stuff.
right home. Sandy went right home, made 2 magnolias, bang bang boom, and a wind chime, and she made a wind chime at the beach.
Oh, God, I didn't do any of that yet.
I know she's right on it, and I go, don't even tell me you've made a nativity already. And she goes, oh, not yet, getting there. We had to search for little halos. She's like, I have to get the little halos. I'm okay. And what else did she do? The 2 magnolias, the wind chime. She did a wind chime for a friend, and she did her own wind chime. She had them all done.
I didn't even make a
She made me 2 blankets. I dropped off some yarn at her house, right? She had 2 blankets ready and made for me before, and then the one that Julianne Gonzalez bought for me.
Oh, nice. Wow.
I have 4 blankets made for you. I forgot to
And
bring them.
everybody,
That was
she's
like a
going to
few
be
days,
selling
wasn't it?
the,
Wasn't it
she's
only like a
going
few
to be
days?
selling the curtain she was making for Scooter at the auction tomorrow night.
No, she is not.
Yeah, she is.
That's killing you. That's killing you, lady.
I told her, I said, you should sell that. She said, I'll send it
The
to you.
one thing that you
and
don't
you sell
have,
it.
you have everything else.
She said, I'll send it to you and you sell it.
That's a special for me. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Yes, Debbie, special just for you.
And then she made these like killer crab cakes.
Oh, see, she's got to
Oh
keep
yeah, I
saying
saw the
this
picture.
over
They
and
look
over.
good.
Oh my
Didn't
god.
they, Buck? Yep, they
Yeah.
sure did.
I was saying I've never had like homemade crab cakes in my life. It's always, I've had them in restaurants and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but I don't think restaurants make food
Yeah,
like
these
homemade.
were
You know what I mean?
unbelievable. And the crab was, yeah, you know how fresh the crab was because the murders happened in the kitchen.
Jeanette saying hi to everyone on the panel.
Who is not?
Hey, Jeanette.
Jeanette saying hi to
Jeanette.
everyone on the panel.
Hi, Jeanette. I said hi to Jeanette.
Hey, everybody.
Who's that?
That looks like a golf
Oh,
ball.
it's Hot. Hi, Hot.
Hi.
Why do you have to make fun of me?
Nice to hear you. I love that bird.
Oh, Linda made a wind chime while you were away?
No. Who said that?
Sandy.
Or
Sandy.
while we were away, whatever?
Sandy.
Sandy. She said Sandy.
Oh,
Sandy made the wind chimes.
That's
Sandy.
why
no, Gail
last
said
year.
Linda made one. Linda made one.
Did she?
Mm-hmm.
Not during the vacation.
Well, that's what Gail's saying. Have it out with her.
Oh, I will. Later, I will.
Carolyn made one and hung it up at the house.
Later. Will.
Yeah, I saw it.
I'm staying out of this one.
No,
Yeah, it
Gail
was pretty
said
with
she
the
thought
crystal
she did.
beads there and stuff. I saw.
Yeah.
Linda
Yeah.
was making peace signs
Yeah.
out of beads. That's what Linda was making.
Oh, okay.
Very cool.
Yeah, Gail says, oops, I'm bad.
Mhm.
Hi, Gail.
Spreading rumors, spreading untruths, Gail. She was making peace signs.
We have to catch up soon, Gail. I haven't caught up with you lately.
I can't do any crafting. I took my whole desk apart. I packed everything away, and I have to put my
Why,
new
you're-
desk together.
Oh, you're moving?
No.
Oh, you got a new desk?
Yeah. Only
Hmm.
because the desk I was using wasn't actually a desk. It was a vanity table with a tabletop just laid on top of it. So sometimes I'd lean on the front and the whole thing would flip and everything that was on it would come flying at me.
Oh, no.
That makes things
So-
fun, though.
So like if I'm doing something and you press a little hot, the whole table goes boom.
Right.
The paint water would tip off. Like
Oh,
it was such
gosh.
a mess. That's why I hated craft. I'd go there and I'd be like, ugh. So then I was like, no, I said, I got to change it out. I got to get a desk that's regular desk size. So everything will be on it. I can push down on it. I can use that, my punches and stuff and lean on the desk,
Yeah.
Stuff like
And
a
iron on it. I
green.
can put my sewing machine on it, whatever I have to do.
Oh, gosh.
So this way I'll have a room. But with my back, I can't do it for long. So it took me 4 days just to pack the stuff that was on my desk and under it. I had to put it all in boxes.
You need Sandy to come over. That's what she told me. She's going to
Come on,
help.
Sandy, come up
She's
here.
like,
and
I showed her
help
my
me.
basement. She's, I'll get this basement organized so quickly. I'm a workhorse. We'll get at it. We just need to. Oh boy.
Yeah, just a little powerhouse.
Like I said,
isn't she?
you saw me last year. I never stopped, and now I can't do any. I'm so annoyed.
Yeah.
Hey, Evie.
Hi.
Hey, Abby.
Frustrating,
Hi,
isn't it?
Abby.
Abby, what are you working on? Tell people?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm working on getting back to my house for my brothers.
Oh,
Yeah. You don't know what I'm doing. I'm clearing out my whole place. I had it.
you've had it? Or you ever
We
get
had it. I had it. We've all
I
had it.
had it. I'm getting a new desk. No, just kidding. No, my son's not here.
have a
so
glass of Blue Raz Seltzer,
I'm-
the drink of choice.
You won't let me live that down, Abby.
No,
I've
she's
been-
never ever gonna let that go. You know that, right?
No, she won't.
My father drank nothing but seltzer. I can't drink seltzer. I can't drink the bubbles. I
Really?
can't drink carbonated. Yeah, I have that thing. The
Well, you should have that
RS
still water that Luke made the biggest freaking deal about. That Saratoga Springs. I had to
What's
bring back the bottle.
distilled water, he says.
Still water. It's called
Oh,
still
still
water.
water.
And I guess it's on TikTok or I don't know what the hell the big deal is with
In that
that.
pretty blue bottle.
Yeah.
It's called still water.
It's called still water, not distilled. Oh, and guess what, Scooter? Remember you got distilled water at the Food Lion?
Yeah, because
Well,
I have to have it for that
right.
CPAP.
Well, on the Edisto page, somebody said, "Does anybody know where we can get distilled water on the line on the island? I need it for a CPAP, and the Food Lion it doesn't have it. So you're lucky you got it there, but you didn't even use it.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, because it looked like I thought Linda and I opened it and we used it for coffee because you left
Well, you
it
could,
all.
yeah, because I couldn't use that whole gallon, remember?
Yeah, it didn't seem like very much was used.
Yeah, and I said just for Linda to take it home with her,
Well, we used
which
it.
I hope she did.
No, we used it all.
Oh, see, and you talk about me.
What do you mean? You wanted us not to use it all?
Well, yeah, I wanted it used, of course.
She was drinking it. She was putting it in that fruit stuff she makes,
Oh, no.
and we're using it for coffee.
What, Abby?
The fruit thing, it looks so beautiful, but it don't look so pretty after 3 days.
I got a little scared of that.
I know. I don't think she
Fruit thing.
drinks it after 3 days. I don't think
Yeah,
she.
I don't think you should.
Right. Did she make more of it when she got back?
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
she
okay.
did?
yeah.
fruit. What fruit thing?
And
Well-
she had a big jar and she cut up oranges and strawberries and whatever we had.
Cucumbers, and
Oh,
I
like
think
the
there,
flavored water type thing?
I think there
Yeah,
was
you put it in
bananas
the water.
and
It looks
berries,
so pretty.
but she
Yeah.
puts it on the counter. She doesn't put it in the refrigerator because she
Oh
doesn't like,
no, you gotta keep it cold.
she doesn't like
No.
cold water.
Yeah, but it'll turn.
It was
Yeah.
fermented.
That's what I thought.
Oh.
We drank it after she left and it was like alcohol. No.
That's I was just gonna say it'll turn into alcohol after a while.
No, I threw it in the toilet and it had fur on it.
Yeah,
Ew.
it was furry.
You put
I
it in the
love you,
toilet,
Linda.
Abby?
Listening.
Yeah, because I said, Evie, we got to get rid of this, and she said, I'm gonna have to throw that in the toilet. I told her to throw it outside in the garbage or something. She said, I think I'm gonna have to throw it in the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was
Well, it's
wondering where you
degradable.
put it.
Yeah, it'll be fine. As long as it went down, it's fine.
There's worse things that went down that toilet
Yeah.
than some rotten fruit.
Oh, I'm
What
just
does that
curious.
mean?
She does drink it out. Nobody stirred it, nobody touched it, nobody moved it, so it was just sitting there
Yeah.
going fur.
Carolyn, one more thing. You know what I'm going to ask you probably, right? I'm not going to say it until you guess, because then I'll know.
Oh God, we'll be here all night.
Well,
How's she gonna guess what you're gonna say?
No,
I
she
just
didn't get
wanna
her tap
see.
shoes out.
Please, I hope huh?
She didn't get her tap shoes out yet.
Carolyn, regarding the vacation,
yeah,
the house,
right.
the blank,
The blank.
the
Hey,
Is she
blank.
cursing?
We need a couple
She's
vowels.
censoring herself. Blankety blank. Ooh.
Okay, you'll probably remember if I say it this way. Hey, Christine, how are you? Did you remember to?
Flush the toilet. No, I'm taking guesses.
Give us
Did
a
you-
vowel.
Did you remember to? S.
Come on, Carolyn. Did you remember?
Yeah. Bucky, did you say you had a ball of some kind?
No, see, she's already not even thinking about it.
Yes.
gosh, I hope she did
I have
do
two
it.
LOL balls. I haven't opened them yet.
Yeah, I have a ball too.
What, Scooter? Now you got me curious.
You know
Yeah,
what she's,
no.
you know what she's supposed to do. You were there, Evie.
What am I
Come on, Evie, what is she
Oh.
supposed to do?
Something to do with
Down.
something to do with the entertainment.
Entertainment. Oh, yeah.
But she's going to say she did it, what she really didn't.
What it is.
But you would see it if it wasn't there done.
Really?
Of course you would. I don't want to
So I could
say
check
it.
on my account right now.
Correct.
Don't want her to tell
All
us what it is.
we were no, all it was is our Netflix account,
We had Netflix.
which nobody could
I
do
could've
anything
logged
on
in
it
on my
anyway,
account
right?
or somebody else, so we logged in on Scooter's account, and Scooter said, log it out before you leave, because otherwise those other people be watching my account.
Mm-hmm.
Our
Oh,
account,
yeah.
whatever, mine and
Yeah.
Dave's. Because it's got my name. It just has Deborah, and
Don't
then
tell them, then they'll figure out your password and get in.
oh, never mind.
Never mind.
Yeah,
Never
never
mind.
They'll figure out your
Never mind.
password.
Huh?
The
think you
thing
can-
with Netflix is you can see if anybody's watching your account.
Yeah.
How do
And
you
then
know?
what do you do?
But
So
I'm gonna
you-
have to
you
tell
sus-
Linda to stop.
So you
Who's watching it
suspect
from
your
home? No.
housemates would pirate your Netflix account?
What?
I'm asking
No,
Debbie. if
no,
she's-
she's saying that the people that are in the house next could be watching
Oh,
the account.
Yeah, because it had Netflix there, on the TV.
oh yeah.
So I had to call Dave to get our password. Because I don't know, for some reason it's in my name, but he has the password written down in a little book.
Come on, she's
I
gonna tell
don't.
them the password too.
Huh?
She's gonna tell them the password too, which is so stupid because it's Blue Raz 1234. That's so dumb.
Is that your favorite
those
drink?
TVs, they probably can't turn them on, Scooter, so you don't got to worry.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it because I think all of it gets reset again too.
I wish I would
It
have.
probably does, yeah.
I wish
I mean, what
would've
could they do
remembered that.
anyway? It's
No,
no
they're
big
just gonna
deal.
watch your account and then you could just stop it.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Well, the only problem with that is that like if you're paying for, say, I don't know the numbers, like you can have 4 devices playing something, and you want to play that 4th device in your house, then you wouldn't be able to, because it would say it was already being used.
Right. Yeah. Because
'Cause I
Dave
have it-
watches it religiously down at the cottage.
Maybe you should
You
just
know.
change your password, Scooter, to be on the safe side.
Oh, I'm going to trust Carolyn.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness.
See, I pay for the Netflix, but I only have one device. I'm only allowed to do it on one device. That's how you get it
Really?
cheaper. Yeah.
One device.
Yeah, I pay the cheapest. It's like $5.99 a month.
Oh,
But
wow,
so-
really?
Yeah, but I mean, I can watch anyway. If we're gonna watch, like in the living room, I'll just go down and put it on there, and it's fine. It'll play there
Yeah.
as long as it's not playing anywhere else in the house.
Yeah.
Mostly I watch it in my room because Jay doesn't really watch Netflix. He watches
Yeah.
nothing but news, so he doesn't really care. Either that, or then he'll watch the Sci-Fi Channel, or I catch him watching Lifetime movies. I walk in, I'll sit down, I'll start watching a movie and then it says Lifetime. I go, "You're watching Lifetime?" He goes, "Yeah, it's a good movie." Oh, all right.
Ouch.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, he watches another channel that seems to play nothing but the Marvel things, the Avengers and all them. Like
Uh-huh.
every day he's watching. I'm like, you watching this again? And he's like, "Yeah, it's on." And then like a few days later, he goes, "Oh, if I'm lucky, one of my movies will be on." I'm like, "If you're lucky, you watch it like almost every day." He was like, "Yeah, I love those movies." But See, it doesn't seem like anything to you, but he's not that type of person. He doesn't watch those kinds of movies normally.
Yeah.
He knows the whole series. He's like, oh yeah, that's Doctor Strange, and that's Thoros or whatever, Thanos, and he goes, oh yeah, you put the stones in the glove, and I'm like, you know all that? He's like, yeah. I don't watch that whole line, but my son does, and my daughter. So they were always talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not into that. I watch my soap operas, and I think it's TLC because I watch all of 90 Day Fiance, all the spin-offs of that, and Sister Wives.
We were the real Sister Wives with that big Utah thing.
Right.
We were stopped everywhere, and people were like, you came all the way from Utah? And then when we had Maria and Evie and I went, I said, this is our sister wife, Maria. People started cracking up, but then they started like saying, I mean, they freaking are sister wives because they driving that big thing with Utah plates. But it was great because anytime we'd said any cop would stop us or somebody would just say, we're from Utah. So we're just so, we don't know it. We're all discombobulated.
Hush. Go lay down. Get
I
up.
don't want to lay down right now.
I'm already laying down.
Dad blessed it. Every time he barks, he scratches my legs.
Ooh,
Bob.
what's your brother doing with that dog?
Oh, my brother's roommate moved out today to a home. So my brother's in a,
Raymond?
yeah, Raymond. He said he didn't want to try no more and he was going to give up. And I said, you can't do that. And he said the nurse was going to come see him every day. She came one day and he decided he wants to move into the home. He can't swallow for some reason.
Oh no.
It's hard for him to swallow, and he's already 130 pounds.
Oh.
Wow.
So my brother's, he should have luck. He don't have no one to pay all his bills anymore.
Oh, he needs a new roommate.
Yeah, but he don't know anybody that works.
Well,
Elemental P, I don't think so. He couldn't handle, she couldn't handle him. That's what I said. When my friend Jody moved in there, she went to do laundry and then she went outside and then he comes out there, he goes, oh no, come here. We ain't gonna do this. We're not gonna start this right now. And she's like, what are you talking about? He brings her in the laundry room and she cleaned out the lint filter and some lint got on the top of the dryer and he goes, we're not gonna start this now.
oh, he's a real picky guy?
Oh God, yes. She went in the kitchen to make herself some coffee, her morning coffee, and then she left it on the counter. She made her cup and then she went outside to smoke a cigarette and drink her coffee. He comes out there. Oh no, we're not going to start this now. She goes, what? He goes, look at this counter. She goes, yeah, I'm having coffee. Will you put it up when you're done? And she went, oh my God, Mike, go teach your dog how not to poop in the house. Get off my back. I'm paying rent here.
Was
Wow.
this the Jody that thought she was in with Keanu?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
She-
Elle thinks she's with Kevin Costner, so maybe
I know,
it'll work
movie
out.
stars. They got my brother can have movie stars take care of him.
Yeah.
Who did she think she was with?
Kevin
She thought she was
Costner.
gonna move, marry Keanu Reeves
Oh, okay.
for real.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
for real. She told me, don't be surprised if you get a wedding invitation at Christmas. I said, I'll be surprised, all right.
We are love, you know.
Oh, I know. That's okay. 'Cause she just tells
Oh
everybody.
yeah, she already knows I know. And I told her, Jody, have you ever watched catfishing? Have you ever watched Catfish? You are being catfished. That's not him.
Right.
And she swears up and down. Then the next time I talked to her, she said, no, I know he's a phony. She goes, all those guys on there, they're phony. She goes, I'm working with the FBI now to catch them.
Oh, God.
I said, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what
That's
loneliness
sad.
will do to you.
That's really sad, isn't it?
It is.
She knows it's not him. No.
Yeah, she goes, You don't know, Binky, that all those guys that say they're Keanu Reeves on there, those are phonies. I go, yes, I know that. Do you know that? I didn't mean to
now
say it
she
like
does.
this, but out of all the people in the world, why would he want to be with you? I didn't mean it like that.
Oh wow!
I meant,
Goodness! Oh my goodness!
how does he meet her? And he tells her to go find him a house, and she found him $1 million house. She goes, I didn't go overboard. But he asked her, did you pay to get in? She goes, no, I don't have that kind of money. So all the telltale signs were there. She was being catfished.
But that's just it. I mean, that's not really being mean, because like Keanu Reeves, he could get a 25-year-old girl. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So like if a star is gonna bother with anybody over the age of 27, that's ridiculous.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. I
that,
said,
oh, well,
"Did you see
yeah, he
your
likes
picture?"
me. I'm 55 and he wants me. Yeah, right.
And he never met you either. And yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah. Out of all the girls on the internet, he picked you.
That was like Paul Stanley from Kiss.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Truthfully, I don't know if it's the real one or not, because it says the official Paul Stanley page, and then he's got pictures of himself posted all in different places, and people actually writing to him, like what's his name? The other Kiss member, the one with the tongue.
Gene Simmons?
Yes, he posted back. They posted back and forth to each other, and then they did a live date, and he showed up at that event. So I don't know if that was the real one, but he kept getting in touch with me, but I just ignored it because I was like, I don't know. I didn't think it was the real one at first. Then I saw all that stuff, but I still don't know. I blocked him. He's probably like, boy, this bitch. Who the hell does she think she is, blocking me, you know?
Yeah.
I don't believe. The only person I did talk to was what's his name? All right, that guy. Matthew McConaughey.
McConaughey?
Yeah.
Oh,
Only because
wow.
he did an interview with Jordan Peterson, and I commented on it, and then he commented to me on Jordan Peterson's site, and then Jordan Peterson commented to both of us, and like we had like a 3-way conversation, and he just really thanked me because I told him I was going to buy his book, the Green Light something or other.
Did you buy it?
No,
Hi,
I wanted to.
Sandy.
I can't.
Hi, Sandy.
Buy books right
Sandy.
now. Hi, Sandy.
Scooter's giving me a hard time, Sandy,
About what?
about everything. Blue Raz, Netflix.
You started Blue Raz, girl.
See now, Carolyn, that's a napkin there.
Yep.
Why is it not rippling and bumping up?
There,
when
I
put
told
your
you
stuff on
it. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
Mine does it every single time. No matter, as soon as I put anything wet on it, it all ripples up. Then
Do
I got
you
to
make sure you iron it well?
Yeah, I mean it feels perfect before I put that stuff on it. It feels nice, but it's not protected, so I have to put something on it. But then
But then go over it again with the iron. After you put it on, then
Yeah.
you go over it again with the iron. But I don't know.
So do
when-
you think the iron's easier than?
Oh yeah, because it's nice and straight.
Yeah, it is nice. When I put napkins on paper, like in artwork, you want it to be rippled. So like I've never had that problem of trying to keep it smooth. In
Oh,
fact,
yeah.
like when it would be smooth, you sort of crinkle it up so that it has all the texture and the ripples on it. So I've never had to worry about that until now when I've been trying to put it on other items and you want it smooth. And then I'm like, I can't get it smooth.
Yeah, this lady was doing this stuff. She said she was turning a napkin into rice paper, but it
Yes, I
wasn't
saw
rice.
that.
That was more like, did you see the end result? That was more
more
like a
like
vinyl
plastic.
cling.
Vinyl,
Yeah,
yes.
it was not rice paper.
I watched it too. I was going to say something, but
Yeah, that was weird. That was not rice paper. I hate to tell that woman.
No, I have a whole thing of rice paper. It's not plasticky.
Yeah, that was like almost like those gallery clings or something.
Yeah.
Gallery glass. That was not
I
wow.
see.
The gallery glass. I have that whole kit, you know. It was
I used to do that. Yeah.
my mother's best friend. It was my mother's best friend. She
Yeah.
bought it, I guess,
Yeah.
on QVC or something like that.
Yeah, 'cause I
This is years ago because she's
I
been
know.
doing
I think I did it too, and I did it to some cabinets. They were little flowers.
I did it for my linen
I'll move
closet.
these for you.
Uh-huh.
I put all it's butterflies and big lilies. I did it on the plexiglass, and I put that in place of the panels that were in the doors. I took the panels on those doors off and put the clear with that so that you could see into the linen closet. But I didn't like that you could see through the glass and into the linen closet and see the bottles and the towels and all that stuff and the
So where
sheets.
do I wanna put my
Right.
So I ended up putting a white
Yeah,
panel behind
here,
it
here's
so that
the
you could
falls
see
on my
just the
head.
stained glass, like, you know.
I'm thinking about taking all that down, put it over there. Don't know.
That was pretty hard to do.
I'm gonna try to empty out my whole room.
Who are you talking to, Pinky?
My husband.
Wow. You believe her,
That
Rip?
sounds nice, Becky.
Yes, he does.
Do you, Brett?
Thanks. One day I'll post a picture in
I'd love to see that.
other thing.
These butterflies and lilies must be really pretty.
Yeah, it is. It is. And the thing is that where my linen closet is, it's at the like the bottom of the stairs that goes upstairs. There's the little cubby on the side, and then the end of it is my linen closet.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like in the
Oh,
hallway
under the
that goes
staircase.
to the bathroom. So like unless you're in the hallway, you don't really see it. Well, only really I see it. But
Yeah.
well, no, actually, when people at my house, if they have to use my bathroom, they'll see it. You know, I've gotten a couple
Mhm.
compliments and
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you're pretty your linen closet." Oh, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Because it's
Okay.
kind of a little bit out of place in the hallway. All of a sudden, there's these stained glass things.
Hey, Scooter,
Yes.
you're not doing anything.
What?
Are you able to send Sandy the Zoom link in case she wants to come on?
She says, I'm crocheting. Sorry.
She still might want to come on.
But- Well, you can talk, Sandy.
Okay.
You can talk and
I
crochet.
will.
Don't try
Okay.
to keep her off the panel, Scooter, just because you're jealous.
I shall do that. I shall send it. Hold on. Give me one momento.
Carolyn, I can't get Aquamarine to answer me. I think
Oh, I
said
know.
that-
I don't think that. Let me try to email her because sometimes you think you're contacting them because everything's good with Aquamarine.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll contact her and tell her. Let's see. My closing is all good. Okay. Let's see now. You might be
Maybe you went spam word, you know? It happens.
What, Heart?
Maybe your email went to spam.
And she could
Oh,
be on
yeah.
vacation too, because I didn't check any of my emails on vacation and I
Yeah.
found out I had some emails that I missed.
Probably a ton.
Oh, yeah, and I'm sure I only caught a few. I haven't even tried to catch up. I haven't even opened my Mommy Ramblings inbox or anything. Just can't do it.
I'm
We
going to
cleaned
send
out
it
our
just
shed
in case you
yesterday.
change your mind, Sandy. I'll send it just in case you change your mind.
Don't let Scooter scare you.
We cleaned out our shed yesterday. I found a lot of things that have been lost forever. Remember I told you I had those statues? They're of like not the geisha girl. I guess no, because they're Chinese. So geisha is Japanese, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. They're not geisha. They're just like the old fashioned Chinese in the whole Chinese gown, beautiful with the
Mhm.
flowers, and the hair up and things and what. I had statues. I had the Four Seasons. I only found 3 of them. Now it was in
Oh,
a box marked living room. I think when we got the new wooden floors in the living room, I packed everything in the living room and put it outside in the shed. And then, like, I could never find that box again. So Jay cleaned out the whole shed and found the box, but the box I found it was like all ripped and just laying flat on the. I was like, "Where did you find this box?" He was like, "In the shed." I said, "I know, but where's the stuff that was in it?" Because I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff over there. So I looked, and there was the 3 statues. But I was like, "Well, where's the 4th statue?" So he stops and he looks at me. He's like, "I don't know." I was like, "All right, I guess I'll look for it." But I couldn't find it. And he started putting stuff away, and now there's stuff in front of where I would have looked. So I don't know.
well, I guess you could give him another little job.
I told Scooter you're selling her curtains at the auction tomorrow night. Who's that?
WD.
Deputy. It's
I'm trying to get off of there.
What is happening?
What in the world?
It sounds like a nightmare.
What is going on?
Help me get off of here.
Where are you?
How do I get it off of here? Which one? This one on the phone.
You got to mute one.
Am I off of here now? No, I'm still on.
Oh. Phew! Sound like a nightmare.
Leave.
Remember when Scooter
I'm
used
so
to do that?
sorry. I wanted to make sure I sent. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Huh?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure I sent Sandy the right thing, because I thought it added another letter on it or onto it. And I was just making sure it was correct.
Oh.
I used my phone.
Did
I'm
you
so
hear how that
sorry.
sounded? That's how it sounded when I got sweet air at the dentist one time. And that's how the dentist and the nurse, I could hear them talking behind me. That's what I was hearing, like them continuously echoing. And
Oh, gosh.
I couldn't move. And all I could do was stare at. There was a picture of a mountain on the wall. And I was looking at the top of the mountain. And I thought I died. And I was thinking, like, if this is death, like, and that's all I'll ever be able to look at. That now this is what I'm thinking. Now, I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. I woke up to the dentist smacking me in the face and shaking me. And the nurse was like pouring water on my face. What happened is when they put the sweet air on me,
Yeah.
it either ran out of oxygen or it ran out of nitrogen. I'm not sure, because that's the mix they give you to make you funny. And it didn't have something, so it put me into like a semi-coma state.
Oh, sweetheart.
So after that, I've never gotten sweet air again, because it scares the hell out of me, because that was really scary.
You mean laughing gas?
Yeah, when you go to the dentist.
I've never got laughing gas ever.
I had my son have it when he was like 11 or 12, and he had to get a root canal because I was afraid it would hurt, and I didn't want to traumatize him. But
Same
now that
thing.
scares me.
I was like 14 when that happened to me. I was getting a root canal, 14 years old, and I was paralyzed, could not move. I couldn't, at that point, like, I could hear the dentist and the nurse, but it was like that in echoes, like, and I just kept hearing it over and over again.
You must have took too much of that laughing gas.
But that's just it. Yeah. I heard him yelling afterwards at the nurse because one of the tanks was empty. So I wasn't getting the oxygen and the nitrogen. I was only getting one of them. I don't know which one was empty.
That's bad.
So whichever shuts off your brain that way. Maybe I was just getting the nitrogen and no oxygen. I don't know.
Yikes.
Oh.
Michael, his dentist has like a TV on the ceiling, and they have a player, so they can bring in whatever CD they want
Oh,
and
yeah,
watch
keep
it
them busy.
while
Yeah, they did
so
that for
he watched
Dominic.
the Lego movies on Laughing Gas, and he was just smiling the whole time, getting
Yeah.
that root canal. Yeah, I didn't know that that could even happen. Like what happened to you? I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't know. Well, obviously. But after that, no matter when I went to the dentist, they'd say, "You want something?" No, I don't want anything. They were like, "Yeah, but it might be a little. I don't want to give you the needle if I don't have to, and I just have to." I'm
The
like, "Just
needle.
do it. I'll take the
The
pain over
needle.
that
Oh my God.
confusion."
Mhm.
Boy, she said that, the needle.
Yeah, I think he had the numbing too.
Yeah, they usually numb it first.
I don't know how you would do a root canal with just laughing gas, because that's still going to hit the nerve, and I don't
Oh
care.
no,
Yeah.
That would be horrendous. That would be
Oh
like
yeah, no, I
Ah,
got the
yeah.
needles. They give you
Yeah.
the laughing gas first, then they give you the needles. Once
Yeah.
you're in the laughing gas, you don't care that you're getting the needles.
It's $100 more for the laughing gas, but for me, it's like worth
Never
it.
even
So
been
that,
offered to me.
yeah, this office always
I've always
offers it.
wanted that laughing gas. I don't
I
think I've
know.
ever had
My
it.
dentist
They've
always
never
did.
offered that to us.
Well, you want to hear something funny? After that, after my like when my parents found out what happened to me, because I walked out of there and my mother looked at me and her eyes got really wide. And she was like, "What's the matter?" And I was like, and she was like, "You're white as a ghost. What happened in there?"
You're like,
So
I think I was dead.
we got in the car and I told her what happened. She told my father. My father went back there and let the dentist have it. Needless
I
to say, he
bet.
wasn't my dentist anymore after that. But 6 months later, he moved his office.
Okay, little lady said, I hope you change dentists.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know if he was practicing anymore after my father got to him.
yeah, your dad put the fear of God into him, sounds like.
Uh,
It's a good dad. I think my dad would have gone up there and scared the life out of the man too.
right. Well, that's just it. I was, I'm his kid, and you
Dangerous,
scared
yeah.
my daughter that way. How dare you? And it wasn't really the dentist's fault. Obviously, it's not. It was supposed to be that's why he was yelling at the nurse because she was the one administering it. She was the
Mm-hmm.
one who should have known. But
Mm-hmm.
but then
The air's
that was the
cooled
other
off.
thing. When my parents didn't pay the rest of my dentist bill because of what happened, um, the dentist sued me, took me to court. So of course I was 14. Um, so I didn't go to court. My father shows up, and when they called my name, my father stands up, and the judge looks at my father and says, "You're blah blah blah," my name, and he goes, "No, Your Honor, that's my 14-year-old daughter." So the judge looked at the dentist and was like, "You're suing a 14-year-old?
Yeah.
Like
Really so sad.
seriously? Like why wasn't it in the parent's name then? You would be suing the parents, not the kid.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's really dumb.
so the judge just said case dismissed.
Well, good for him.
I didn't even know about it, and like when I was an adult, then they told me about it. I was like, really? Like I didn't know any of that stuff went on.
I
Like,
can't believe that he went after your parents for the bill after doing that to you.
right? But again, I don't think he did it personally because the dentists don't do that either. They have their billers do it. Like when I go to my doctor, I told my doctor about the time when they charged me because um I had the car come pick me up, right?
Mm-hmm.
They came here late and they brought me there late, and I was too late for my appointment by 2 minutes. So they said, "Well, the doctor can't see you, but you're gonna have to pay the $40."
Right.
So I didn't say anything. I just like looked at them. I was like, "What?" When I went inside, I explained what happened to the doctor, and then the doctor went in there and told the nurse to take that off my bill.
That's good.
But now just recently he combined his office with another doctor, with his
You,
orthopedic
Caroline.
doctor, and
Thank
they're
you.
trying to charge me because the price went up like last year, and they didn't tell me that. Okay, Oh, no. They didn't tell me that they weren't accepting my insurance anymore, so I'd have to start paying cash. And they let 3 months go by, and then they tell me. So I said, all right, well, I'm still going to come see you, even if I have to pay for it. Now they send me a bill for the 3 months before, and I was like, you didn't tell me this until December. I'm not paying for September, October, and November. I didn't know about it then. I thought you were taking it from my insurance. So I explained this to the doctor, and he said, well, if this isn't really my office, you have to talk to the billing, whoever it is, the billing person. I was like, all right, I'll talk to her because I didn't know about it. I'm not going to pay for something that you know what I mean? I had insurance. You should have told me in September
Right.
you weren't taking my insurance anymore.
And this was
That
doctor
would
visit?
give me the option to change doctors then if I wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not right.
You tell me,
Debbie, were you
you
saying
owe
something?
$600. I was like, excuse me? I was like, yeah, all right.
Oh, yeah. Debbie, were you saying something?
Oh, I forget. Abby, were you saying something?
No,
Carolyn?
What?
I'm in a trance.
I feel like
I
I'm
kind
in
of-
trance too.
Yeah, I kind of am too.
You're putting me in a trance.
I'm just listening and
Hands heavy.
whatever. I have to get up early too, like Carolyn earlier than her. And I'm not an
Oh,
early
wow.
bird, so I
Why?
will.
Why
I
do
don't
you
know
have
why
to?
I'm not an early bird. That's
No,
just
why do you
how I
have to get
am.
up early?
Oh, Apple has relay race, tomorrow
What time is that? No, I
at
don't
a
know.
different at a high school that we have to go to. Bonnie's picking us up at 7:45.
7:45.
Oh, well, I have to get up early. I have to have Luke dropped off at 8 o'clock, and it's like 20 minutes from here.
Well,
Oh,
this is even
competition, lady.
further. This is further away, girl.
Yeah, but you're
There's
getting
supposed to
picked
be
up at
lots.
7:45. I'm going to be leaving the house earlier than 7:45.
That's when she's picking us up because we have to get there early for parking. It's a drive.
Yeah, I know, but I'll be there before 7:45.
What time do you have to leave?
Oh, I have to leave at least by so it's 7:40.
Okay, 5 minutes before us.
But you would just immediately assumed I have to get out earlier than Carolyn.
5 minutes before.
No, after.
I mean, you are 5 minutes before
Right,
us.
I'm 5 minutes before.
And you're 20 minutes away, you said.
Right.
That's so pretty. How
That
could
is
you do that?
beautiful.
What made you think about making
Absolutely.
that?
What made me what?
What made you think about making that?
That is really pretty.
Oh, the ocean? I don't know. I don't know why I would be thinking about
But
it.
that's a little box and then it's a little frame.
It's a box, and then this is like a little tray riser thing. But I was thinking of putting some shells here or something. I was even thinking of taking some of the Edisto sand and actually doing the beach in sand and then putting something over it. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Gorgeous.
I really like the sand you have already.
Yeah, but I've been put in
Abby,
some of the real sand.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Abby,
Yeah.
Sandy wants to know if you found the receipt for the $10.
Yes, I did, Sandy, but I'm gonna
Did you
charge you
paint-
that because I didn't get to see you this year.
Did you paint that starfish in the little
I
shell?
like that.
No. It's a napkin.
Return the money,
Oh,
Sandy.
that's really cool.
Thanks.
Say it again, Abby. I don't think she heard you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sandy, I returned that. Yes, I found your receipt. I apologize, but now I said I think I will charge her $10 because I didn't get to see you. But I'm not. I already sent it back to you. For the last month, I've been in a blur. Getting ready to go on vacation, going on vacation, getting home from vacation, and I didn't do no billing, no nothing. I left everything.
Oh, I know,
Right here.
I know. Denise keeps emailing me about stuff, and I know, Denise, I'm supposed to get you like stuff, but I just haven't done it yet.
We're
What's
terrible.
my excuse? I didn't go on vacation and I still didn't do it. I had Debbie
You've
call
done
me.
it for us, Bucky.
She's like, I
And
got
what's
the
my
stuff, but
excuse? I
you
don't
didn't bill
sell
me yet. I was like,
anything.
yeah, I know.
I'm so sore, Evie.
am
I don't
too.
know why I'm so freaking sore.
I
I mean,
am too.
Today I wrestled the dogs, carrying them around, and they're not, they're small and stocky, but they've got some weight to them.
Yeah.
And I was wrestling them around the sink and doing haircuts, and
I just been emptying my house out, putting it outside in the room I just cleaned out. Because
We
I don't
did
want to
Benji
go
the other day. We buzzed all his hair off now. Well, not all of it, like it grows over the winter. We leave it
oh,
long
I
so he's
know.
warm.
Yeah,
But
I
now
know. I took so much off of Jasper. It's looks like a dog in the garbage,
yeah,
but he still has a good amount of hair.
yeah. We left about an inch, maybe inch and a half on him everywhere.
I got to go over him again tomorrow.
It's
I
nice
think
because all
him
his
and
hair
you
is
go to
back
the
to
same
being really
barber.
white and puffy. Now you can see his eyes and everything.
Yeah. And then I got to do Lulu tomorrow. One thing at a time.
And yes,
They'll
I'm talking
love
about you,
that
and you
'cause
smell
it's getting
so good
hotter.
too. Yes, you do.
I bet they'll do happy little trots when they go outside because there'll be so much like cooler.
Lighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
He gets really scared in the bed, like he'll shake the whole time he's in there. But the minute we take him out of there, he like zooms all over the house.
Uh-huh.
And I'm yelling, I'm like, no, you'll crash, you're gonna get hurt. Stop running. He runs in, jumps on the couch, runs across the couch, dives off the couch, runs back into the kitchen. Like, no, stop. He slips on the floor, crashes into the refrigerator.
So cute how they do that, isn't it?
And then we took him outside, and he was
It
like,
is.
he doesn't run like he leaps like a deer leaping or like a bunny
Oh
rabbit.
gosh,
He's
that's
sort of
so
hopping
cute.
around. He gets so
A
happy.
tiny deer.
We were throwing his lamb chop, and he was hopping around like a bunny.
Oh my gosh, what kind of dog is it?
He's a toy poodle and Coutan de Tulier mix.
Couton what?
De Tulier.
Oh, cool.
Tulier is a town in Madagascar. That's where they made the dog. I don't know why
Uh-huh.
they would make a dog in Madagascar like him, because he's a Coutan, which is just French for cotton. His undercoat is it's thick like white cotton. You can't get to his skin.
It'd be
It's
beautiful.
really, really super thick. And it's so hard to groom. It's so hard to get it. You can't get a comb through it or anything. When you're buzzing it, that hair buzzer thing doesn't go through it. So I have to literally hold my fingers with the buzzer without any separator on it, and just like hold the hair between my fingers and shave up my fingers, his whole body that way.
Wow.
Otherwise it's too sharp and it cuts into him. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, so it's Cotton of Tulier, which is the name of the town. That
Oh.
they call it Coutan de Tulier. So
So he must be really fluffy.
he's a big fluff ball.
Scooter, she's not trying to sound better than everyone. Scooter doesn't believe that's a dog's name. She thinks you made that up.
Maybe as opposed to picture and
Stop.
slash, I could see it.
Stop, Scooter. That's ridiculous. She said that 100 times before.
I have. Think of it though, if he's 9 pounds, right? But because his mother was a toy poodle, it brought down his size, because Coutans are usually about 15 pounds, and like
Right.
bigger. 15. Actually, I think they're even bigger. 15 to 19 pounds they can be, and he's only 9 pounds. But toy poodles are really tiny, so you mixed up. I don't know how his mother and father did that, but somehow they did. But I got all the papers. His parents they came from Missouri.
Carolyn,
Missouri.
stop it.
Stop, Scooter.
No, you stop.
Stop.
She just messaged me, Bucky, saying now the size is getting ridiculous.
Oh, stop. Oh.
I'd believe it if I knew she didn't see them already. She's seeing them. That's the good thing about having a small dog. Like, don't get me wrong, I had a shepherd and I loved it, but loved her, but I could never handle a big dog now. Because there's sometimes you got to do things. You have to be able to
Right.
pick those dogs up, and
Oh, yeah.
they're big like that. You just
Mhm.
I could never be able to do that. And my daughter's dog, I think he's like 95 or 100 pounds, or maybe even bigger. I don't.
Yeah.
In fact, they said he was overweight now. So he's a border collie, border collie. Yeah, the border collie,
She's 100 pounds.
or 125, something like that. He's really super big. This is the dog that I just love.
I didn't know border collies
Animals.
got that big.
If I could open the
Now Art's questioning you.
why am
I
I
mean, I've just never seen one that.
No, I'm just saying.
this dog is really, I don't know if it's, I don't know. He said, my son-in-law seems to think it was mixed with, but I thought Australian Shepherds were small. I don't know. But anyway, it's the one that he's not black and white. He's white and like the brown color with his nose is like,
A pointer?
no, he looks like a border collie, but his nose is like the pinkish brown color and his eyes are like hazel.
But he's brown and white.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And his hair is so thick in it. His hair, it's like 6 inches long. It's really like a really thick coat.
Wow.
But I'm talking about the dog who bit me twice. So yeah, I don't like the dog.
Yeah. Wow. He bit you. Wow.
Yeah. He bit me when I was there taking care of her when she had the baby.
Uh huh.
I was sitting
Oh,
on the
he
bed.
did?
He jumped he jumped up on the bed and all of a sudden he turned around and bit me right in the face.
Oh gosh.
My
Ah.
son-in-law grabbed him, took him out of the room, threw him down the stairs, threw him out in the backyard. But like I was telling his sister, like a few weeks later, I was like, "Oh yeah," I said, Bailey bit me, and she was like, "Oh my God, I didn't know," because she's sitting on the couch right next to the dog, and I was like, "Yeah, I don't sit down next to the dog. The dog bit me," and she was like, "He bit you, really?" And as I'm saying that, I go to sit down. The dog jumps onto the coffee table and bites me on top of the head.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
I mean, I guess he didn't like that I was in their bedroom, on their bed with them.
Uh huh.
But like because we were taking care of the baby. It was my son-in-law on one side, my daughter was holding the baby, and I was sitting next to my son-in-law, and we were all just talking. And the dog just came off his bed, jumped up on the bed, and bit me in the face.
That's crazy.
I guess he was being territorial and like, this is usually our room. What are you doing in here? Sort of thing.
Yeah, but what about the couch though? I mean,
And that, I think, I don't know, maybe because he knew her. I don't know. Maybe he smells my fear or hatred. I don't know.
Wow.
My daughter's not too thrilled. She doesn't like, she keeps the dog penned now. Like when I go there now,
mhm.
they have gates all around. They gate the dog off in the front part of the house, which like when you walk into the house, that would be like the living room, but they have a couch and a fireplace and a piano. And they don't really, there's nothing else in there. So we go in the family room to watch TV and stuff. But they're keeping the dog away from the baby.
Yeah, good idea.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just figuring he's sickly and not doing too well. So, fingers crossed.
Oh goodness. Is he older?
I don't say that to them, but
Uh-huh.
I know my daughter feels the same way.
Yeah.
Is he older now?
Yeah, he's gonna be 10. And those dogs,
Yeah.
they used to live long lives, but they don't live long anymore.
Yeah,
They're lucky. They
definitely.
10 years old. They're lucky, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
want a dog that bites like that. Sorry.
No,
No, me either.
no, you just
That's
had a
just it.
baby for sure.
It's my son-in-law's dog, so like my daughter
Yeah,
doesn't
I
want to,
gotcha.
but she doesn't know how to say, "Hey, you've had this dog. Get rid of it now." So
Right.
she puts up with it.
I like a dog that bites like that.
And
I
I
don't know
just
if I
tell
would,
my
I
son
don't
when
know if
he's
I,
there,
you know,
don't
get
bend
rid
down and
of,
put your face near the dog's mouth because you never know what he's going to do.
too
Yeah.
bad there's no Caesar Milan around to figure out what his deal is, you know?
They know they've taken him to doctors, a whole bunch of different trainers. They've all tried.
Mhm.
They said he suffers from anxiety.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and like if you take out your cell phone, he instantly starts looking up at the ceiling to see if there's the light, because lights flip him out. He freaks out over lights.
Interesting.
And I don't know if there's lightning, thunder and lightning, he flips out. On 4th of July, he flips out. Oh, and then I think what started that was when he was younger, my son was over there sleeping, and the lightning hit the tree out in their backyard, and it like exploded and made this big bright light, and the tree branch came through the window, and it almost hit my son who was laying on the couch there.
I wonder if they could find a thunder shirt big enough for him. It would help his anxiety, I think,
I don't
from what
know.
I've heard. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
those
heard of
weighted,
those. Yeah.
those weighted vests.
Scooter.
They supposedly really help with they would supposedly really help with the anxiety the dog experiences.
He's actually, the dog is on I was gonna say LSD, but it's not LSD. It's that other stuff.
LSD. Oh Lord.
CBS. No. CDL. No, what is that stuff?
CBD.
CBD. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
He had his CDL too. He's driving trucks.
He's a smart dog. He drives the car.
Yeah, he's driving trucks long
Drives
distance.
himself to his doctor's appointments to get his LSD.
Yeah.
The thing is, because he's a beautiful dog.
Biting.
He's a beautiful dog, but
Yeah.
I hate him. No, I shouldn't say that. I don't actually hate him. I'm just more afraid of him now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I bit you in the
I
face.
was never afraid of him before then.
Yeah.
So, Benji, how are your shell people coming?
Evie? Evie?
Evie,
Yes.
how are your shell people coming?
Actually, they're on my wall. The ones I have on my wall, they're all crooked. I'm gonna take them all down.
Where's the
I'm
one you
I'm
said you
doing
made
some
for Sandy and you
redesigning.
forgot? Where's the one that you made for Sandy and you forgot?
Oh, it's in my closet.
Can we see it?
No, my camera don't work. Mary was going to buy me a new computer and a camera. She bought me a computer, but it don't hold no data. It doesn't hold anything. I told her I'm not being
Yeah.
snippety about it, but if you want to save some money, take this thing back because I can't use it. It's a
Sounds like a waste, really, you
Chromebook
know.
or something.
That's
I'm
weird.
I'm the kind of person who has to keep a lot of data. I need to make lists.
Could you just get some memory for it and install some memory?
Yeah, I don't even know about this. She got me a nice case that goes with it, and I appreciate it. But I know she lost the receipt by now.
It's weird that it doesn't have memory.
Yeah, I couldn't even get it to go. I mean, it's brand new. It came on, but that's all I could do was go on. I don't know. I should have let my son look at it,
Yeah.
but it's I'm good with the old computer. Plug it in and let it roll. I have a gaming computer that my brother gave me, and it's really old, but the picture works good. The only thing that don't work good is my camera. But I don't know. I can't say that because a lot of times my computer just goes off. It had enough, it goes off.
Yeah.
So I have another one. When my father died, I bought me a $1,100 computer, a touch screen. And then my brother was farting around in the room, making Bob run back and forth, and he got hooked in the cord and he pulled it down. And I knew that instant when it fell, the
No.
screen was cracked. So it took me about a year to get that fixed. But then when they fixed it, they wiped out everything. I don't have nothing.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, no sound, no nothing, no nothing. So I don't know. Do you fix that one or?
That's a weird way of fixing it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I couldn't remember my password because it was so long ago. And he said, well, I can clean it out for you. We could start all over. I go, okay, do that. And not thinking, there goes all my pictures or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So I tried to tell my brother, you owe me half of that. I'm going to put half of that on you. Because he had a girl over here and they were laughing at Bob and making him run back and forth. It was funny, but until my computer got hooked up and fell on the ground, I knew it when it fell, it broke big time.
It's all fun and games until the computer breaks.
Yeah. And I said, you owe me for
Right.
that. He's like, I didn't do it. Your dog did it. I thought he was kidding and was going to give me some money, but no.
The dog didn't come over the cord. Right?
So I'm going to have to do something though, real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, I would, definitely have your son look at it. Maybe it just needs some setup or something.
Yeah, he told me, he said, oh, she's buying you a computer. And I said, yeah. And he goes, great. And then when I got it, I showed it to him and he goes, not so great, Mom. It's
What
not.
kind is it?
It's just a Chromebook. That's all I know.
A Chromebook.
Like what
should
they
be
use in
bad.
school? That's what they use in school, right, Debbie?
Yeah, they do use Chromebooks.
I'm not sure, but I know it doesn't have I don't think it has YouTube on there. I don't have I couldn't tell you what it has on there because I couldn't get it past the first screen. So
Yeah, well, you'd have to install YouTube,
I was
yeah,
just gonna say, you gotta go to the Play Store.
I want Mary to take me go get a new one. No, when I told her, I said, first of all, I want to tell you I love you and I appreciate you giving me this. I really do. I mean it from the bottom of my heart, but it doesn't hold any data. And all I needed was a camera. When she walked in that night, I was having trouble with my camera, and she goes, that's it. I'm going to buy you a new computer. And I said, I just need a camera. And then she came back with that the very next day. And I told her I love her for doing that, but I really don't have no use for that.
It doesn't have the camera?
No.
Wow.
You would think it would.
Yeah, but it
The
don't.
Chromebook doesn't?
No, maybe it has it built in, you know.
Well,
Probably.
you would see the little,
The little
Camera
hole.
hole.
Yeah, I didn't open it up long enough. I just opened it up and I tried to turn it on and I just went, ah. But now that I'm looking at my computer here on my desk, it has a camera in it.
Yeah.
Should see if that works. Then I won't have to mess with that other camera when I touch the cord, then it goes off.
yeah.
That's so embarrassing.
That's what kept happening to mine when it was plugged in. When I was auctioning, it would just shut off. It kept going just black. But that's because of the port that you plug it into. That port is no good.
Yeah, the ports get loose over time, and
Yeah.
that's really annoying.
It is because
Yeah, because you
I have
wait
a
your
good camera,
turn.
but I can't plug it in. So what good is it?
You just
Yeah,
wait
the
your
port on
turn, and
my
then they
iPad
said,
is kind of
okay,
loose.
here's Evie. And then I say, oh gosh, darn it, I can't get my camera to come on.
Yeah, mine kept going. I would get it on, it would stay on for 2 seconds, and it would pop off again. And I was like, come on. That's when I started using my phone, but now the phone would only stay on for so, like, when it's not charging, it doesn't stay on. Like the battery's all old, I guess.
Like, how do you have your camera stand up, Carolyn, on a tripod
Yeah.
behind you?
No, right over where I'm selling.
It's on your phone, right?
Yeah. No, I put my phone on the tripod.
So you
Remember
have
down
it like,
in Edisto?
What?
Remember Abby in Edisto, right, Carolyn?
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, I never see her on her screen when
Because I
she said,
just show the product on the, just like I'm doing the artwork right there.
uh-huh.
Same thing.
I need it. My son gave me a tripod to use, and when I went to open the
You
legs, I
could use your
broke it.
phone. You don't even need a computer for what you.
like, is it one of those like octopus type ones, Carolyn?
No, it's a big, full size, heavy duty one that holds.
Remember, Luke was
Oh.
trying to set it up on the porch, and he was like, "That's not going to work. Two of your legs are on this side, one leg's on that side." He kept on going. He was going put it on a timer, and then he run over there, and the camera was going down. Wait!
Who
It
was
so
that?
funny. Luke
Out on
did.
the porch. Remember?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, he couldn't
In
get.
front of the house.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes.
Carolyn has got to have the best kids I met. I'm not kidding. They are
Yeah,
so
she does.
and so fun and so polite,
Yeah, they are.
so
Great.
good looking. So they're just so.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
Oh, they
I know
really
she means it
are.
because she even wrote that to me.
Oh, you can tell just like, the little bit they saw them on camera and at the beach, and then you sit at home, you can tell they're very polite, very good young
Uh-huh.
men. And they're both really, really adorable.
Yeah,
Yeah, they are.
they love you, Granny Griddles.
Granny goes.
They
What-
do?
what's that?
Granny's tweaking.
Yeah, Granny's tweaking.
What does that
Huh,
mean, the
they're-
tweaking?
I really like them a
He's
lot.
like flipping out over something. You're tweaking.
They had to have, I know they remembered me from years ago and then being here off and on all these years. I
And
know they
then,
had to have remembered me, right?
Yeah.
Of course they did.
yeah, especially
Right, Carolyn? She's
Yes,
not saying
I
nothing.
said right, Scooter.
She's like, oh God, how could they forget?
It's so cute that they called you Granny.
I asked them to call me that.
Aw.
Yeah, and Elle's like, I don't think that's very. What'd she say? It's very
What'd she
nice.
say?
And I
That's-
said she wants to be. I guess she thought like Granny made you sound really old, like Granny.
Oh, she didn't know
And-
I asked them to call me
And
that.
I said no. She asked them to call her Granny.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
Apple
that's-
calls me, and Amelia and
and
Maddie and
calls
Jack
in
would call me
different
that, years ago, just as a joke. They'd call
Yeah.
me Granny Griddles. So it's just fun,
cute.
At the
Yeah.
airport, I was saying, Granny, Granny.
You were, yeah.
Jumping up and down with my sign. Carolyn sign.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
want to be a Granny someday.
Oh, it's fun.
My
Even
mother
with the adopted ones.
My mother insists on being called grandmother, but I'm a little more
What?
relaxed than that. My mother insists on being called grandmother, but I'm
Really,
quite a bit more relaxed.
grandmother?
grandmother. Yeah.
That's so formal, though.
I
Oh,
know.
look how cute.
Grandmother, can I get you a cup
Yeah.
of tea?
And her mother was the same way.
Vicky's grandkids called her Gaga.
Can you see that on the
Oh.
screen, Abby?
Huh?
On
That's cute,
YouTube,
Abby.
there's you and the boys.
Oh, on YouTube.
Yep, she's showing your picture with the boys
Oh,
at the sign there in front of the house.
I think I'm Gia's godmother now too.
Yeah, I think you are.
She called me. She goes, Carolyn, do you miss the ladies? Carolyn, do you miss the ladies?
Harlan.
Aw.
Did she say that?
Yeah, she said that.
I miss her.
It sounds like she misses the ladies.
I told her I want her to come in Zoom or just do like three-way calls and stuff.
Carl.
Yeah.
She is so
I mean,
funny.
It sounds like you had a wonderful time getting to know each other and made some, real bonds,
She's so easy to get to know.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Isn't
does
she,
sound
Abby?
very, when you talk about Carolyn, she sounds like she's like very open and very congenial.
Yeah, she really is. Wasn't she, Abby, easy to get to know?
Oh yeah, we were in the back seat on the way home from the airport, and we were laughing so hard. I mean, because Carolyn kept hitting the bu- 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 and the boys were like, "Mom," and Gia kept grabbing my arm, and we were laughing hard.
And I was just laughing because they were laughing. It was so
I know.
darn cute. I had no idea why they were laughing. It was killing me though.
And
Because
she
Kato.
took a video and was sending it to Michael, saying everybody's laughing like crazy in the car. Remember?
Uh-huh. And then
It was so much fun.
uh-huh.
So jelly.
Tweakers, yeah. It's just me. Tweakers,
Tweakers.
sweet tweakers.
Yep, a truck full of tweakers.
And he's tweaking. Did you use that on your kids, your grandkids?
Yeah, on Apple. And she just has this look like, she knows all about it, She's 11. I'm like, yeah, they taught me tweaking. I'm tweaking. And she's going, okay.
You're not allowed to say that, Granny.
I'm like, yeah. She goes, I go, well, they always say, hey, Granny, are you tweaking? I'm like, yep, I'm tweaking. And she goes, well, they know what it means. You don't.
Yeah.
I think it's what neck in the woods you're in.
I like to bother my kids by, if I hear some, modern, Gen X, Gen Z slang, I'll just pop it out on them, and they'll be like, you can't, don't say that. I'm like, why not? Your generation says that, and they're like, yes, it's ours, it's not yours. You can't do it.
I couldn't get over how quick Luke knew all the roads. Like the next day, he knew
Yeah,
to go to
he knew
Mary
exactly where
Street to
go.
get to the Sikh. How I'm like,
Did
how
he
do you
really?
know that already? If you would have been here, we wouldn't have been so lost all the time.
Oh, that's cool. Maybe he has a photographic memory or
And
something.
he's like, oh no, I know it's Mary Street because we went. I'm like, okay,
That's a wonderful person to have around, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, they were good drivers, yeah.
Carolyn, remember when we were driving to Whaley's the year before?
Yeah, we're driving around and
for like
around
40
looking for
minutes. It was right down the block.
I know.
did.
That's
The same thing this year.
yeah. That's why when Luke was
We
there,
went
I was
all the way
like,
down the other way.
I know which way it is.
Luke now has to come on every vacation.
Yeah.
Yes. He
And
and
I
Ethan
kept yelling
both.
at her, put on your GPS.
I'm like, I I know where it is. It's just down around here.
Right around here. We're
And there's
close.
actually even a sign for Whaley's. There's a sign on the main drag, and it says Whaley's.
I know, but we didn't see
I
the
know.
sign.
Yeah, I know. You just drive around aimlessly.
Sounds like me. I was born without a compass when God was handing them out to
Me
miss me
too.
somehow. And
I
feel
always
like
have a good sense of direction until I get around Maryland.
Oh, stop.
I've never had a good sense of direction. Never.
Me neither.
I have a really good sense of direction. One time my aunt and I were driving and we went somewhere and it was light out, and then when we came out it was dark, and she was so confused as to where. I was like, we came in from there, so now you have to make a left. How do you know that? I said, because when we got here we pulled in front on the right, so now we have to leave, we have to go left. Are you sure? I'm like, yes, we got to drive south now. How do you know that's south?
Yeah,
Because that's
that
the way
gets-
we came from.
when I used
She's
to
like, but
work,
how do you know? What do you mean? I just know. She's not good with directions.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm terrible. When I used to work nights, we would work at the different store every night. And when I learned finally, whenever way I pull in, face the freeway, face the way I need to go to get out of there. Because I would be totally lost. I
Yeah,
can't
sounds like
read a
me.
map. I cannot read a map. I have to have the direction. I tell my husband, don't give me a map. I can't read it. And tell me, turn left, turn right. The way I do it.
probably
My
good.
my parents knew some lady, I don't know what town she lived in, but they said that the only way she could ever go somewhere in her town was to go back home and leave from her driveway. Otherwise, she would get lost.
What are you
Wow.
talking about? Wait, what are you talking about?
They knew a lady. I'll have
No,
to
I
ask my
get
dad
that they knew a lady, but she had to go back home to get to her driveway.
to she'd have to go
That's her
home to her
starting point.
driveway, and she would have to leave from her driveway in order to get where she wanted to go. Like if she went to the dry cleaners, she
Right.
would have to leave from her driveway. She'd have to go back home then, and then she wanted to go to the grocery store, so she would have to go back
Oh
home
my god.
to her driveway and then go to the grocery store.
Oh my
Come back
gosh.
home if she wanted to go then to the library, then go
That's a
back
lot of
home.
wasted gas.
That sounds like
I know, right? It made no sense.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could understand where she
Yeah.
might feel like that's the only way she remembers it, but I suspect there
I
might
don't
have
know.
been some anxiety involved
Sounds
there.
strange.
yeah, almost sounds like
Yeah.
compulsive stuff. Like if she didn't do that, something would happen to her.
Yeah,
Maybe.
News.
I didn't think about
Ah.
that.
north from her house, from her driveway. That's
That
why.
could be.
I never thought about that. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, it sounds a
But
little.
she always had to leave from her driveway or she'd be lost.
Maybe that's what she told people.
That could be.
Because she didn't want to say the other
Yeah, that's a good
Well-
idea, really. Yeah.
Yeah, people with OCD, they don't usually say, "Oh, well, I'm OCD, so I have to go home first."
So I have to go home to my driveway every day and take off from there every time I go someplace different.
I knew this
Yeah.
one girl.
You want to come to my house? Yeah, let me go home to my house first.
She had to turn the stove on
Right.
16 times.
Mm-hmm.
If she didn't turn it off 16 times, she couldn't leave her house.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, people have to touch walls.
Want to go for coffee now? Yeah, but let me run
Yeah,
off.
let me just run home real fast. Why? I just have to run home real fast, then we can go to the coffee shop. But the coffee shop's next door. Yeah, I'll be there in about 15 minutes. Get us a table. Oh my gosh.
I got lost in a movie theater. That's how bad I am. But it was one of those really
Really?
big Cineplexes. And I left my movie to go to the restroom. and down a long hallway. But you know how the really big ones, they have these little concession stands, like sort of off
Yeah,
the,
inside.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I passed a couple of them and I got turned around. I couldn't figure out like where my theater was. Yeah, because I'm just like, okay, past the concession stand, and then I'm like, oh, but there's another one. And I'm just like, I'm confused. What do I do? So I had to wander around for like 5 minutes trying to figure out where I came from, and I felt so stupid. I'm like, I could get lost in a paper bag.
Only one time I got lost in the movie theater, not actually in the movie theater, but you know when you go into the big main lobby? Well, they
Mhm.
have main doors on both sides. So the side that I parked in and we came in, when we left the movie, we ended up coming out and going out the opposite side. And then we spent 45 minutes looking for my car. And we were all saying, I'm pretty sure we parked over here, and we went there. My car wasn't there, and I was like, well, so we waited until the whole parking lot emptied out, and then there were no cars left.
Oh, there it
I
is.
was like, well, somebody had to steal my car. And then
Oh,
my
no.
son looks at me, he goes, Ma, did we come in maybe the other doors? I was like, what do you mean the other doors? And he was like, well, there's other doors on the other side. I was like, why didn't you tell me this 45 minutes ago? We went back into the movie theater, walked through it,
You sleeping?
went out the other side, and there was my car
No.
sitting there. It was like one of 5 cars sitting there. I was like, oh. So that happened
Yeah.
the very first time I went to that movie theater. After that, then I always knew, like, whatever. Well, I always park on the right, the same side. I go to the right side of the building,
And
so
the
I
win-
know
the screen part.
when I come out, I
Don't
have to
break
go out
it.
left.
Lost my mall. What, Debbie?
Oh, I was telling Fox she asked me if I wanted her to close the front door. And I said, yeah, go ahead. And the screen part, but don't break it. Isn't that funny? We say don't break it like you're gonna just,
Don't slam it.
Oh,
oh, I think I'll break the screen too.
One time I was fighting with my boyfriend, this was a long time ago, and I was over at his house and he told me to leave, and I was like, I'll leave when I'm ready. And then he told me leave. So he pushed me out the door. I slammed the screen door, and then I started kicking the screen door, and my foot went through the screen. And I fell down. My foot was stuck in the door. Like, God dang it.
yes. Your dramatic exit was ruined.
Uh-huh.
You're like, could you help me get my foot out?
My goodness.
Or maybe outside.
I got a temper sometimes.
Sounds like it.
A little
My
bit.
favorite story is when you climbed in the window with your
Oh
gauchos.
yeah, gauchos.
Gaucho.
Yeah, I like that one.
I'd like to see that. Like, that would be a good scene for a movie, you know?
It would be.
Girl with the gauchos.
Maybe I could be a tap dancing gaucho girl.
Yeah.
Come through the window and start tapping.
Oh yeah, that'd be great, like on a little billboard, you know,
Make it a
matinee
musical.
sign, you know.
Yeah.
Gaucho girl.
Evie, we'll make it a musical.
Okay.
Oh, that was so
Morning.
funny.
Gaucho girl. Let's see Evie there smiling in her gauchos.
What
And
color
tapping.
gauchos were they?
What color?
Uh-huh.
Bright green and yellow. They were full. It was a full gaucho.
Are those boots?
No,
What?
it's a skirt.
Gauchos?
Oh,
No,
skirts.
you know what
Oh.
gauchos
Oh,
are. They're
the-
like the skirt that's like
It's like a
shorts.
skirt.
It's
Okay.
I was
It
just
was
gonna say, it's
before
like
the
pants
skirt.
that
The
look-
skirt
that
is
look like a
much
skirt.
shorter than
It
gauchos.
was like to my knees.
Yeah,
They were
gauchos are
Okay.
like
my
to your
knees.
knees.
And if you stand
Okay.
with your legs together, it looks like you're wearing a skirt. But once you start walking, they see
You
you
can
got
start
pants on.
running in those.
Okay.
Hopping through
Okay.
windows are okay.
Okay, I know what they are now. I remember kind
I
of.
had a pair of gauchos that and a matching vest.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
what
It was like
the
a
thing
I
is-
don't know
denim
that I ever
blue
did
color.
have gauchos.
I can only imagine the shirt I had on.
I had a pair of like off-white ones, like sort of a linen-y kind of looking material.
Uh-huh.
You know, little, I think it was like a faux leather, like, you know, the strips belt, you know, a couple strips with some beads hanging off the ends.
Uh-huh. Too bad we couldn't take screenshots of our life, in our
And we all
head.
had our platforms
Right?
on,
Right.
That'd be
That's
so
did you
funny.
Get that on?
right?
On
That was the age
video.
of platforms when they first came out. Well, maybe not.
I was
when they
always
first
a
came out.
jean
I guess
girl,
they came out a
even though
little
I
bit.
don't wear them now, but I was always in
I can't
jeans.
picture you in a pair of jeans. I can't.
Oh, Carolyn, that's all I used to wear.
I know, but I can't picture you now wearing a pair of jeans.
Yeah, that's
Hold
what I
on,
wore,
let
and
me
I
get
had
my
real long
jeans on because
hair.
you only wear everything I've known you. All you wear are like capri leggings.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I've always been heavy. I wasn't going to wear jeans, being heavy. But when I wasn't, that's all I wore.
Remember at the airport, they were tapping. They were checking you in your gaucho and your capris.
I've
Oh,
heard
that
when you
was so
stop wearing-
embarrassing.
What happened?
Ugh.
She just had
Got
that
patted
guilty look
down
and they
the
wanted to
second
pat her
time.
down.
Left.
Luke got patted down too.
Oh, his little
Uh-oh.
face, his eyes went like, woo!
I've been patted down. It's not the best experience in the world, but I don't know. I get over it pretty fast. It is embarrassing.
The first time I wasn't, though, we went through a second time because
Yeah.
we went we went through the outdoors to go eat.
And then we were on the outside of the airport. We had to go back all the way around.
Oh yeah, maybe
we-
they pat everybody down when they go out and come back in. I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't realize that we did that.
I
And that
realized
got me a little
10 minutes
heated,
ago,
so
Steph.
areas were heated up and it looked suspicious. They lit up on the board there.
That's funny.
So they're showing me this, and this is all red. You see this heated here? I'm like, yes. I can tell you what that is. She's like, I know what it is, but I still have to do it. I'm like, okay. She goes, do you want to go to a private area? I'm like, no, I'm fine. Just do it.
God.
it wasn't funny no more.
Oh my gosh.
Did you tell I was embarrassed, Debbie? Or wait, you were over there sitting down somewhere.
Oh no,
looking.
I was right by you, but I didn't see you embarrassed. I just thought you were thinking like, what the heck? You look like some criminal.
Oh my god.
Well,
Hey,
I
Sassy Darcy.
saw this. I guess it was a report, and they were, people coming into the country, and leaving the country actually, like little old ladies in wheelchairs, and they were like really manhandling them because they're checking the wheelchair for drugs.
Oh
they,
yeah,
like,
because that's probably you're a little old lady. You're not going to check her, right?
I wish I would have gotten in a wheelchair.
But it's just they kind of manhandle them quite a bit, and like people have like physical problems, and they're like making them lean really forward, and they want to check in the seat and everything, and it was a lot, It was my
Can you imagine?
grandma, my little old wizened grandma who, was riddled with arthritis. I think I'd be kind of pissed, Yeah.
If you're 75, you don't have to take your boots off when you go through security.
Really?
You don't?
He goes, are you 75? And I said, are you 75? I'm not. He goes, oh, the reason I'm asking is if you're 75, you don't have to take your shoes off when we go through here.
There's no way you look 75.
I said, I'll take my shoes off. But could you imagine when all of us were in wheelchairs at one time?
Yeah.
I was by myself, but here comes this one and that one and that one. They're all meeting up in wheelchairs. And it's a race.
I mean, you don't have to, be, really disabled to use a wheelchair. But if you don't
Right.
have the stamina for some reason to get through the airport, that's fine
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah, several people told me just get a wheelchair, before I got there. They're like, just get a wheelchair because I was real nervous about O'Hare on the way out there. They're like,
Yeah.
get that wheelchair and they'll take you right where you need to go. Because I was nervous. But they have redone that airport and it makes it, plus Evie had explained to me what I need to do. And
Mhm.
everything was like right there, what she was saying. Everything was really easy, but I did ask people too. And there was these signs, check in here, check baggage here, get ticket here, whatever. It
Mhm.
was pretty easy. It's just
Oh,
me.
that's
Why'd you
good.
erase that? I wanted to see what you said. You said something about I used to get patted too, or patted down too, or something, but then you erased it.
Who did?
I was trying to read it. It's just me. They wrote
Oh.
something. They took it off. Maybe they'll rewrite it. But I loved flying. I was super nervous, but I really loved it.
I
Of
love
course,
it.
I had Bloody Marys on the way out there.
Oh, wow,
I
that's funny. I mean, just,
came with my seat. I didn't even know it. Got them for free. I was
When I
one
stopped
seat
in
behind.
Dallas, I had the best time in Dallas. I had about an hour to wait there, and I had
Really?
2 Bloody Marys and some chips and avocado, and oh my God, it was so good. I told him I better go or I'm gonna miss my flight. But I had to sit there all night.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I didn't know it came with my seat
Came
because
with her
I was
seat.
right behind first
Ma'am, you got
class,
the
which
seat
was
with the
on.
Bloody Marys. Oh, okay.
I didn't get no Bloody Marys on the flight.
Yeah, mine were included, and I had no idea. And I was right behind first class, the very first seat after that. And me and this young guy were there, and I had a lot of leg room and stuff. And they're like, I go, what's this curtain for? And he goes, oh, that's first class. And the other
And you said,
guy,
I'm always second class.
the guy across from me, he goes, yeah, that's first class. He goes, don't you want to sit there and for $1,000 more, you'll get a drink because they were passing them drinks and stuff first. And I'm thinking, okay, we don't get anything. This is great. Or they're going to offer us something, but we'll have to pay for it. So after a little bit, they come along with the cart and they're like, would you like anything? And they're offering, us alcoholic drinks and regular drinks. And I'm like, yeah, do you have alcoholic drinks? And he's like, yes, we do. And I'm thinking, oh gosh, I gotta have one because I'm super nervous. And I go, how about Bloody Mary? And he gets that Tito's vodka and whatever it was to mix it with. I can't even remember now. But I know I took a picture of it and sent it to my daughter. I'm like, could I have 2 of those? He's like, yes, you can. And he gave me 2 of those and a thing of ice and bag of pretzels. I go, how much do I owe you? He goes, you don't owe me anything. It comes with your seat.
The
I'm like,
pretzels are
oh,
good.
wow.
that's cool.
Can you imagine
Yeah.
if you got thrown off?
Huh?
If you got thrown off the plane?
Thrown off.
Yeah, because you got rowdy or something with them.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't.
had a couple too many and got rowdy.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Started kicking the seat of the person in front of you.
Oh, this baby
What?
cried the whole time back. I was like, somebody get this baby.
Oh, really?
We went
Uh-huh.
out to dinner with Sandy and her friend, and there was this kid that was screaming.
Well, the baby was crying because of his ears, so it wasn't a real cry. It was just a whine, but all the way home.
Poor thing. Poor
I
thing for
know.
All the
everybody.
way home.
Everybody was a poor thing.
And the baby on the plane cried, wee, 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 all the way home.
All the way home.
Boy.
I'm so glad we
I
went.
like,
When
did
we
it-
landed, it's only 5 minutes to my house. That's the
Yeah.
best part.
Did I stop crying?
that's cool.
No, 5 minutes to get home from the airport.
Oh,
I wonder if the parents tried. I know that there's, if you like let them suck a bottle while you're taking off, that helps with the ear thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if they tried that. Maybe.
You get older, then you yawn or you chew gum.
Yeah.
It was a baby.
Yeah, I can't get them to do either of those things.
I can't handle it when people plug their nose and then blow and pop their ears. That hurts me.
Yeah,
I hate-
that kind of freaks me out.
I hate that.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah.
Scooter, I'm going to tell you that Esther left when you talked about having Bloody Marys because when I was 17 years old, I was flying back across the Atlantic from Germany to North Carolina for a couple months in the summer, and there was a nice lady sitting next to me holding two big fur coats, and she was happy for me to sit next to her, nice, young girl, and she's like, could you please hold one of my coats for me? There was no room to hang them up, where
yeah.
they put the coats. And so I held a beautiful coat, and she was having Bloody Marys, and she started buying them for me, and I probably drank like 4 Bloody Marys on the way. And I was in Germany, so the drinking age is 16. So, I didn't drink much. I'd have like a white wine spritzer, but I had never had hard alcohol. So I was feeling pretty good when we
I
landed in
bet.
Atlanta.
Hi, everybody. I don't know
And
what
then we went
happened.
to the
First of all, I know
airport
what happened.
restaurant to have a
I
meal,
scheduled a
and
live for 10 o'clock.
I had a couple
And
beers
I
where
feel
they're
like a truck
there.
ran me over. I've
So
been running around
yes,
like
this was
crazy,
my,
bathing, grooming
big
dogs,
adventure. And then I rode, I had a really long way over Atlanta, so
all the stuff you do.
I was
on
like
the
riding a
small
little
bus.
train around,
And then I'm so
And then I met
sore.
a really, this really good
So
looking
I
guy
sat
had
in
seen me in the
inside chair
restaurant,
for a
and
minute, and I started
um,
uploading videos and
everybody,
photos
nobody
from
knows this about
vacation
me.
to Instagram.
So I went through a little bit
And
of a
then-
punk phase. So I had this like lightning bolt on my face, and
Uh-huh.
combat boots, and I did my hair black, and just leather jacket and everything. So I was a little out of place. Yeah, definitely, caught some attention. But they're just like, who is that weird girl? So, but he was there, like, doing some sort of a training course with some people, and he came over and spoke to me and tried to get me to come join their table, and I'm like, no, thank you. And then some girl who was with his group came over and said to me, you don't want to tangle with that one, just I'm like, okay, thanks. But he tried to talk me into changing my ticket and going to Myrtle Beach with him. My parents would have died.
Oh
you know.
gosh, yeah.
But he was really good looking, and I was like 17. And I have to admit that I thought about it for a minute, because you're like, you're just like, the adventure appeals to you at the time, He's
Right.
like, you can just like lay on my deck all day, I'm like, that doesn't sound too bad. That does not sound too bad. He's got I've got a oceanfront house, and I'm like, really? But then I, of course, I had some sense and didn't want to kill my mother, so
Right.
I didn't do it. But between the Bloody Marys and the beers, I always thought, boy, you could have made a bad decision,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but yes, that was my Probably like my wildest sort of excursion in my youth was Bloody Marys across the Atlantic, holding a fur coat and drinking underage in the Atlanta airport.
Little lady only got a small bag of nuts on her flight.
Oh, little lady, I at least got a Coca-Cola with my small bag of nuts.
I'm sorry, the little lady.
Yeah, I don't know how I ended up with that. Because of the flight back, I had to pay for anything I wanted.
Yeah, you were lucky that time. That was nice.
Yeah,
I'm sure it was very nice to calm your nerves.
yes, exactly. But it wasn't Bloody Mary now that I think about it. It was Evie vodka and cranberry. I don't even know why I told him that. Because I
Yeah,
did want Bloody Marys, but I said, do you have vodka and cranberry?
I like vodka and cranberry too, though. Like that's my go-to, like
Yeah,
at a Christmas party. You know?
yeah. Oh, that's what I got. It worked. It did the trick.
Yeah, and it doesn't taste liquory.
No
You
wonder
know.
you were
Mm-mm.
so weird when we picked you up.
Was I?
Yeah,
No, I wasn't. Was I?
yeah.
It was
No,
all
I
juiced
was
up.
not. Girl, I wasn't
You
that weird.
were. Remember, you were all discombobulated, and then we were at
Uh-huh.
Sam's Club,
Like
and you were all discombobulated.
she wasn't like overly friendly. Hey, old
Yes.
friends, how you
Yeah.
doing?
Oh
You know?
no, she was all overly friendly. Of course, she was a star, but um,
Yeah.
she
Oh, come on.
she was forgetting things,
Like what?
forgetting the seltzer in the cards. And then you forgot my phone in the shirts.
Your phone.
Yeah,
Yeah, you forgot my phone in the shirt.
that was you.
Really?
You don't remember? I'm like,
Uh-uh.
where's
Very
my
good
phone? And then Abby's like, I saw a phone in the shirts.
Well, it had to be you, Carolyn. You know, she was just so overcome with being in your presence.
I know. It probably wasn't the Bloody Mary.
Why did I have your phone in my shirt?
What?
The shirts gas station, I think.
No, the shirts. We were buying shirts at Sam's Club.
Oh, shirts.
We
Oh,
were
Oh,
buying
that
a
was
bra-
your
We were
phone,
buying
not
a bra for Elle, which I don't think she ever wore.
It was your phone. I didn't leave it there. You left it there.
But you guys were making a mess of all the shirts, and I seen it going down further and further, and I
That's of all the shirts.
thought,
Why didn't you say something?
She did tell you. Or you remembered.
She told me
Wasn't
later,
making-
though. And then I went running back there, and then there it was.
Me too. It's just me.
And
And
then we
me-
ate at the chicken place, but she had already ate at the pizza place.
I still wanted to go back there. That place was good.
Yeah.
None of you guys wanted to go back. Well, you guys kind of did, but you wanted to go to more fancy places. And me, I'm a simple country girl. It's just me said Bloody Marys are the only thing worth ordering on a plane.
Really? I don't like Bloody Marys. It's like cold tomato soup.
No.
Yeah, I can't drink tomato juice. It
Evie
is like,
makes them really good, though, Carolyn. You got to have her make you one.
better
it's
put a
like
little bit
cold
of that
tomato.
in.
I've tried tomato juice, and it's like cold vegetable soup. Hi, Victoria.
No, she makes them better than just that.
I like
Hi,
it with beans.
Victoria. She makes them the best, I'm
Who?
telling you. Evie.
I know, but I just can't drink the tomato juice.
well, that's why you put a little bit of tomato juice, lots of vodka, and you
Ever-
put pepperoni in there, and you put string cheese in there, and you put Worcester sauce, and you put
Yes.
oh, I gotta
Pepperoni
go.
and string cheese? Really?
Yeah, salami and pepperoni on the
Yes.
sticks that open up like little flowers, and then
Yes.
oh, it's good.
Wow. Wow.
You can
It
make a
coats-
meal out of it.
Really?
It
See,
coats
I'm
my
more like
stomach.
I was always a cosmopolitan kind of person.
Oh, those are nice. And the elegant too.
Or pina colada, yeah.
I've had that and pina colada.
Oh, I love
Mojitos
a
are
pina
good.
colada. The pina colada is so lovely. Yum 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 yum.
Moscow mules are good too. I
I
love
remember being
those.
at bar mitzvahs where they were serving the kids alcohol.
Yeah.
My father would be like, "Take it easy on the pink squirrels. They have alcohol. They were serving kids alcohol, okay?
They're called pink squirrels.
That's what they were called at this one bar mitzvah I was at.
Pink squirrels. I wonder what that was.
I wonder.
I
if
kind
pink
of want to
squirrel-
try one. It sounds
They were
really
Me
delicious.
too.
They were absolutely delicious. My father's like, take it easy on those. Those are not milkshakes.
Yeah, find out what they are.
Pink
Somebody
squirrel,
at a bartender probably knows.
pink
I had a
Maybe
drink
like
called
a-
long-
Maybe like a Shirley Temple.
squirrel cocktail. Hold on. Pink squirrel cocktail is 3/4 ounce of creme noel. I don't even creme de coco, another 3/4 ounce, and 1.5 ounces of heavy cream, garnished with nutmeg.
That's it.
What was in the alcohol? What was the alcohol
It
again?
was the creme de coco
Creme de cocoa.
and the creme de. I've never heard of it. Creme de noel. Noel. I don't even know what that is.
How do you spell it?
Noyaux.
Huh. No idea.
You
It's a
put fruit in your
liqueur made
sangria,
of brandy
Victoria?
flavored with fruit kernels.
Huh.
Fruit kernels. Huh. Interesting.
And I guess wait a minute, it was on the Roseanne show. It says the pink squirrel is a cocktail made of exactly what I just told you. The drink was invented at Brian's Cocktail Lounge in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The pink squirrel was invented as an ice cream drink.
Ooh.
Sounds delicious.
They were.
Yeah. Very deceptive for the kids of just like downing them like
Yeah.
milkshakes. Yeah.
Is it swirl? Did you say SWIRL?
Squirrel, like the animal.
Okay, that's what I thought you said.
Pink squirrel. A pink squirrel.
I'm gonna have to order one of those one day.
I'll have a pink squirrel.
Just to order a pink squirrel. Yes.
Carolyn,
Yeah.
why don't you ever put your date on your show names? You know, you'd really, really help us out here.
Yeah.
I don't think it could be that hard. You might want to do that part first.
Oh, you like so when you go looking for a video, it'd be easier to find
Yeah.
it because of the date. Yeah.
Don't they date themselves though, Carolyn?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, you gotta go like look at it under like videos and lives. And it
I
should
have
come-
to count them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When I try to go back and see what I sold,
Oh.
I think I'd learn by now.
You have to watch the whole video.
No, I just scam it. I just skim it.
Damn
and-
it.
I just skim it. I just skim it till I see my bedspread.
Scam
Then I
it?
stop.
I'm just scamming everything.
That's a good method, Evie. You're like, oh, there's my bedspread. Here I
Yeah,
am.
there's my bedspread moving.
I taught her.
Yes, Debbie teaches all the best things.
You know that
It was so-
keychain you showed me? Did you get that, Evie? Because the rental company put one of those keychains in that stuff that was there.
They put what?
You know the stuff I had to go back for?
Yeah.
They put one of those keychains that you showed me, the retirement home thing.
Huh?
They did?
Yeah. Do you have yours?
It was in my top drawer. I think I have it.
Now, why would Evie have it?
Linda gave it to me.
Oh, that
Well,
was nice of her.
maybe double check. Maybe you
Yeah, who knows
Good
where
dinner.
that.
Scammers are us, said it's just me.
Scammers are us. Scammers.
I'd like to go back and like pull out the funny parts out of each video and make a video of it. I think
That'd be hilarious.
that would be so funny.
It would.
that would be cool to have little compilations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bloopers.
Hmm.
By the time Carolyn had that lunchbox, she was going, "Look, this is a preview."
It hit me in the face.
Lunchbox opened up and smacked her in the nose.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't even
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah, it smacked me in the face.
This year or last year?
This,
This
year.
year. Well, last year maybe.
Well, no, I think it was this year. It was a Snoopy lunchbox.
Was it in Bucky's or something?
No, it was here. I was showing a preview of what I was going to be selling. And I held it up, and then it opened it up, and it hit me in the face.
I was like, "Ouch, are you okay?"
Was it in a store?
No,
No,
right
it
here.
was- Right.
Right there in her kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'd love to see that. You guys. You guys kill me.
I can't think of too many bloopers. It's probably because they're all bloopers.
That's right. Victoria Sweeter Scammer. LOL.
Sweeter.
Sweeters. Sweeters.
Sweeter.
That was so funny. I was Sweeter. I'm going to stay with you for a few days.
No.
You
He
really
tried to-
thought you were in love with him or something.
I know he
Well,
tried to romance Stammer at the
Well,
same
you can
time.
make
That
it
was
up
so
to me
weird.
and get me a poodle. Not any poodle. I want an apricot poodle.
He started laughing. Other people started laughing. There was somebody else, right? Laughing? Wasn't there?
Uh-huh.
What?
They couldn't believe it. Poodle.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. You want?
And when you washed my windows, the other guys that came out here, they washed my windows. Or they painted my house.
I thought it was really, really funny when he started being like, all mushy gushy to her because
Yeah.
Carolyn was so
Don't
like,
worry,
no
I've got you
nonsense
my
and-
sugar pie, honey bunch.
Yeah.
Sweet
And so
bunch
you're
of
so no
oats or
nonsense and so
something.
unimpressed.
It's
You didn't give
crazy
him
crap.
anything.
My
And he kept
cherry
going
on
with it.
top.
I know.
He really was falling for her.
Crazy.
It was the Black Forest cake. She pitted the cherries.
No. We want the cake. We want the cake.
Well, now it's no good anymore. It's been around.
No,
for 3 days.
hello.
Blue.
I
Mr.
know.
Mark
oh my God.
Ashley.
Yeah.
Mr. Mark Ashley.
That's funny.
Sweetheart.
Good grief.
I got
Oh, it
turned
was
around.
great.
He was pretty entertaining, that's for sure.
He was. He was.
I wonder if they realize how comical they sound. Doing their, fake
It was
accents
a
and
one-man
everything.
show.
What did you say when he said, I forget what you said when he said, no, sweetheart, I'm going to come to stay with you for a couple days. What did you say? No, sweeter.
I don't
Gonna
remember
come
what
stay
I
with you
said. I
for a
think I
couple
just was
days.
like, I would think I was complaining that he was late and the cake was going to be, no good anymore.
Yes.
And I took all that time to make it, and I pitted the cherries.
Good. Yes.
Sweetheart, my honey bunch.
What do you mean I gotta pay taxes? You didn't say that earlier. Oh, yes, I did. No, you didn't. No, sweetheart. Sweetheart, now just don't you worry. I'm gonna take care of everything.
Did they ever give you anything at all?
No. No,
I
but
think
I
he
mean,
said
he
goodbye.
kept calling me, and then I finally said, "What the hell are you doing this for?" And I said, and he's like, "What do you mean?" Then he just started talking to me normal, and he started asking me about Tupac, of all things, and who do I think killed Tupac? Now, isn't that funny? And then, because do you remember when he said we could use someone like you at the Mega Millions? You know how to write, remember?
Yeah.
When he
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, we could use someone like you at the Mega Millions."
Mega million.
Mega Millions. Oh my gosh.
That was a great call, huh, little lady?
So then he tried to recruit you, huh?
He called me every night.
How long did that go
And
on?
Jimmy was like, "How long is this gonna?" I'm like, "Just this is good." And I didn't even really wasn't a big YouTube person then. It was mostly blogging. I don't know what made me do that, but I just decided to do it.
Well, how long did you talk to this dude?
Oh my gosh. Well, it's like at least
Couple weeks?
14 nights.
Oh my gosh, really, Carolyn?
Yeah. He called me every
Was Jimmy
day.
getting upset or jealous or anything?
Who? Jimmy?
Jimmy.
Oh,
Jimmy.
stop.
You wanted the car.
Jealous.
He wasn't getting jealous?
No.
Did you ever start to have like thing for him?
No. Oh my God. Oh.
You never did? Be honest now.
No.
Just a bunch of us people
No.
here, your friends, you can tell us.
I did not.
What was your other boyfriend's name on there?
Mark Ashley, Mr. Mike Washington.
No, the other guy.
Yeah,
Mike
Mike
Washington.
Washington.
It's
Oh,
Mike
gosh, that's
Washington.
But he would always be him, wouldn't he? Wasn't
That's
he?
the secretary, Mr. Mike Washington.
And then
The same guy.
I think it was just
And then when he goes, "Hello," and I said, "Why do you answer the phone like that? You sound like a woman. Why do you do that?"
Yeah, why did he do that?
It's Mark. It's
Every time he
Mr.
changes
Mark
his voice.
Ashley. Hello. He used to do that.
Hello. I'm back.
like he was in watching Faulty Towers.
And what was that other guy that used to call in and he said he liked you, then he liked somebody else?
Mr. Anish. Anish.
And
It
then-
is, yes.
Yeah, that was weird, and you could see his real wife there, and the time he called in,
Yes.
that was so weird.
Oh, that was his wife? Oh, I was thought it was
And
like his
I
mom.
think it was. Who
sister or
knows?
something.
And then he started taking off in a shirt and stuff. Come on.
Yeah, it's just me says he called you his lady or something, right?
Yeah, I'm a lady. Yeah, I'll take care of you. I've got you. You're in good hands. My
really
sugar
loved playing
pie,
with you.
honey bunches of oats, cherry on
Yeah,
the top.
I'm gonna spend lots of time with you when I get there.
Yeah, we're gonna spend
Plenty of
lots of
time.
time together. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. You know, it would be funny, like if you just started to. Another thing, you could be act like you really fallen for the guy and be like, "When are you calling me? Are you calling me tomorrow? Are we going out? Right? Does this mean you're my boyfriend? Oh, this is great. When do you think we could get engaged? If you really like me when you see me, do you think we can get engaged right away? Right? And you just act like a real nut. I wonder how long he'd stay.
Yeah. Right.
Start sending him pictures of rings you want.
Yeah.
I think he really thought he was getting somewhere.
Do you
with
think
these
we'll have a
part-
big wedding or a small one? Do you have a big family? Do you think they'll be coming over? What do you need? Do you need a green card? What's going on?
Let me talk to your mom.
Oh, that'd be great.
You're talking about that guy that told you won the lottery thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
sweeter.
just remembered that. Hello, yeah.
Hello.
That was so funny.
Hello.
Oh, gosh. That
That's
was
hilarious.
great.
He got confused a couple times.
This is so great. This is so great. Wait till I tell everybody now. I don't like long engagements. Do you?
Too bad you didn't have his number and call him back. Hello.
Mr.
I
Mark
wonder if he's still
Ashland.
doing that. You think he's still doing that?
I don't know. Probably.
You did a really great thing, Carolyn, really, because for 14 nights you tied him up so he couldn't scam somebody else.
Yeah.
I see people on the internet do that now. They, use voice changers to,
They
know,
do.
make themselves sound like an old man or an old lady. And when the scammer calls, they keep them on the phone as long as possible, dragging it out, acting like they don't know how to follow directions and stuff, and
Yeah,
getting
for
the
hours.
people all mad and stuff like that, and just wasting their time. So
They get
that
so mad.
Mhm.
Those people start yelling.
hmm
"You waste
I
my
can't
time."
believe I can't believe they Carolyn, they cuss these old people out. That's crazy to me. I'm like, oh my
Oh yeah.
gosh.
Some.
And then-
I've had some that have said like unbelievable things, like crazy things. I think I even wrote about it on Facebook way before this. One of the ones I said, "Well, I work. I said something. I have to work later and right." He goes, "What are you, a prostitute?"
wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They said
What?
horrible thing. Yeah. These. I wrote about it on a Facebook post. I couldn't believe what they said to me.
And what do they think the person's gonna do business with them then?
No,
I
it's
don't
like
get
they know you're not, and at that point,
Yeah.
they just want to say the inflammatory stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Just want to be nasty.
And that was my first time. I couldn't believe how nasty they would be.
I'd be like, no, a call girl, too expensive for you.
No, I'm a pole dancer, and I have an OnlyFans, and I have to do that late at night because that's when a lot of my clientele comes in. What can I tell you? Okay, it's all about the dollar bills, y'all. Gotta pay the bills.
I have no sympathy for any of them because they know what they have to do and they know what they're doing when they take that job. You got to be a certain kind of person to take that kind of job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand being okay with having that mentality, I mean, because I heard terrible stories about them taking the life savings of, old people and, people being, in
I
complete
mean, they have no
despair.
heart. How could they just go about their business every day and, oh yeah, I got my paycheck, I'm gonna go out. You ruin somebody's life and you don't care at all.
Or the ones that if they say like this is your grandson. Like first of all, anybody that would just
Yes.
believe
Oh,
something
yeah.
that says this is your grandson. I'm in another country and I really need help right away. Can you Western Union something?
Yeah,
But there's
yeah.
people that
Horrible.
do that. They do.
And they do, they give the money. Like,
I
what's
can't
wrong
even
with you?
believe it. And it says like, why do you think that's your grandson?
They called
Crazy,
my-
but if they
Yeah.
hit that, 100,000 people with that same email,
Right?
and if they get 100 to bite,
Well, they could try it with me. I'd be like, all right, let me call the news station. If you're my grandson now. He started talking and scheming and doing a lot of stuff since last week. Wow. I just don't understand how people don't know where their grandchildren are. Like,
Right.
why couldn't you know that that's not your grandchild?
Right.
Yeah, I
But
was
like they'll
wondering
hit
that
it if they do
too.
enough times. There might be someone that knows their grandson. Oh, is backpacking through Europe, right?
Yeah.
And then it just sounds like, oh my gosh, that's our grandson. And they're not
Yeah.
they're savvy, and they just get a notice.
Sometimes they get lucky and they hit the right person, you know?
It's just
I
like those
guess.
ones that say, like, I saw what you were doing on your computer. Now send me this money, or I got all of your friends list, all of your contacts, and I'm going to send that to all of your contacts because I've got a recording of you. And they're just hoping it's somebody that was doing something, and it's funny because I used to get those all the time. They used to send them to my Mommy Ramblings address, and I thought, come on, this is made out for a guy, right? First of all, why are you sending it to Mommy Ramblings? But I used to get that one all the time. And I said, okay.
I used to get the
Who's
one,
that
one that
one?
was royalty from Ethiopia and no, not Nigeria. And
Yep.
if I
Right.
Oh, yeah,
Give
and
me
they just want to
money to
deposit
put in
something
my
in your
bank account.
account.
just give me your
Yes.
bank account number. Yeah,
Right. I
okay.
was going to make a deposit, and then you can keep the rest of it.
Yep.
Uh,
Everybody must have got that back in the day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who fell off, Carolyn?
What?
Who fell off?
Hot is in here.
Huh?
Buddy.
Hot? Was she
Oh,
here?
Hart.
Fell off.
Oh, Art.
Oh, I didn't even hear anybody fall off.
I did.
I heard the bloop.
Yeah, that's what I heard. The boop. Probably called back.
I didn't hear it. Maybe her phone died.
I was on the phone. Jay called me. He was lost somewhere in, I think Brooklyn I think he was in Brooklyn somewhere.
Doing what? Why is he there?
He's Ubering.
Oh, really?
He had to drop someone. He was supposed to pick somebody up, but the GPS, like you use their app, and it shows you where to go. The place it showed him to go was a dirt road.
Ah.
Oh, wow.
He was like, I
That's
didn't know there were
scary.
dirt roads in Brooklyn, but apparently there are, and I don't know where this person is, and I'm not in the right place. I was like, a dirt road sounds like a setup. Get the hell out of there.
That does sound scary.
He
Dirt
did. He
road in
canceled it
Brooklyn.
and left. He's like, forget it. I don't know where this person is, and
He's supposed to pick him up.
yeah, but he was
That's a
driving back.
long. That's a long way from you, isn't it?
It's about 45 minutes away. Yeah. But when you Uber, he, goes back and forth to the airport and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing during vacation.
I told him to.
We never heard the end of
Yeah,
it.
back and forth to the airport.
I know.
Cinderella, Cinderella.
Back and forth to the airport.
Right, Evie?
If you worked for
Cinderella,
Uber, you could have gotten paid.
Every day is Cinderella.
Every day it's Cinderella.
I know in my fantasies, I kept thinking, like, if only I could just, like, call up Carolyn and say, come pick me up. I'm at the airport.
Yeah.
You could have. You probably would have been there.
And then I'd be here, right? Chance
Right.
Yeah. Oh, it just so happens I'm already here. I never made so many trips into Charleston. Oh my gosh. Where are you
She would
going,
have been there,
Charleston?
probably, Bucky.
Where are you going, Charleston? You going to Charleston? Yeah.
Right there at the airport. It was nice, though, Evie, wasn't it? Because you and I didn't have to really do everything this time.
I loved it. I love the food.
It's just me, said Carolyn, if they saw what any of us are doing on our computers, they wouldn't mess with us. murder much?
Yeah.
Laughing.
But I know, but there's people that think that, and the thing is, especially kids and stuff, or they entice like young guys to send them a picture, like a nude picture, and then they blackmail them with it.
Yeah.
And they tell them, okay, I got your picture. I'm going to send it to everybody on your contacts list if you don't send us $1,600, whatever it
watched
is, some
something
amount of money.
similar. I
What?
just watched something similar. It was a girl, and I think they were black. Wait. Was it a boy?
It
They-
was on the black web or the dark web or something.
Yeah, all the pictures I can't remember if it was a girl or a boy who sent the pictures, but they were blackmailing and they committed suicide over it.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that
Oh,
do.
yeah.
That's why it's terrible.
Because
Happened
they
a
show
lot,
it to their
Bucky.
family
You
and
got to
they
talk
bring
to your
shame
kids
the
and you got to tell them
Terrible.
if something
Never
like
send
that
your
ever
pictures out to
happens,
anybody.
you don't kill yourself over that.
I wouldn't send pictures to my spouse, let alone.
I know, but you
Crazy.
got to tell them anyway. Like if you ever did something like that, and then they're saying that stuff.
There's always that saying, never do anything you'd be embarrassed to show your mother. So that's how I live my life. I don't do anything that would embarrass me in front of her.
That's how I ended up here on this channel, right, Carolyn?
Yeah.
Carolyn's first show. I was her guest.
And you sent her naked pictures?
Because my photos were leaked. Carolyn, tell them because I'm too embarrassed.
Yeah. Her photos were leaked. She sent them in, and then they were blackmailing her. That they were going to release them unless she paid, I think it was $3,000 within 48 hours.
It was on Dateline, the episode. Well, I can't remember. What was the name of it? I can't remember the title.
Forbidden,
Girls
They had-
Gone Wild.
forbidden Pictures or something like that.
Yeah, they interviewed Carolyn, Evie, Debbie D was there. It was right before you joined up with us, Lucky.
You know, someday you're going to be telling me the truth and I'm not going to believe you. You'll be like, no, that really happened. I'll be like, yeah, all right.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. See, I don't know why he wants to drive people around rather than food. I would rather go pick up food and drop that off. I know it's more money to pick up people and drop them off, but
I'm scared either way.
I don't want strangers in my car. That's just
I
how
don't
I
want no
feel.
one sitting behind me, and I don't want to get out and go
Uh-huh.
to someone's dark door.
I'm
I
really
know.
annoyed that people are sitting in my car.
Yeah.
And especially since like a lot of people who call Uber, I was like, there's two people that use Uber, either the really rich, right, or the really drunk. So I don't really want. I wouldn't want a bunch of drunk people getting in my car.
Yeah.
What if they get sick in the back?
Uber will pay to have it cleaned.
They
Will they?
will?
Yeah.
Even so, I'm not getting in that car.
That's what happened with my son. He had 3 drunks in his car, and they end up getting sick, and
No.
they end up giving him money to get it cleaned. But I wouldn't want nobody in my car, and especially since I saw that one girl was in the city somewhere, and they had a party for her, and she wanted to just go home. So there was a bunch of people out there in the street, and she called Uber, and she was standing there, and then this car had passed 3 or 4 times, and he pulled up, and she just opened up the door and got in. And when she got in, he had the security doors locked. The doors are childproof. The windows couldn't go down, and he ended up stabbing her.
Oh,
She
you're
was
talking
a
about
law-
that girl in Georgia?
I don't know. She was a law student, and she
Yeah.
couldn't get. Oh, it's so
That's terrible.
So they
I just
did
saw something about her today, and it made me, because I covered that case, but I just saw something today.
they made the new law for everybody to know when you get there, say, what's my name? And then they have to tell you what your name is, then get in the car.
No, I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, it's a sad one. Her little handprint was on her window with blood.
Oh,
Yeah, I think she was from New Jersey originally.
She couldn't get out.
She was in
It's
college.
horrible.
well, it's true because you got the lock up front. The driver has the lock to lock everything.
Yeah, but he was driving and stabbing her from the front, just leaning back, stabbing her and stabbing her. And then he got rid of her somewhere, and he took the car back to his house, and he lived with this girl, and the girl needed to use that car. And he told her, just don't say anything about my car, just get in it and go. And they had a sheet down, and there was blood, and her work cap that she needed was gone.
Samantha, right? Wasn't it?
I don't know. I just know she
It's
was
so
a
weird that
victim.
you just said this because I just saw something about her today. And I
Really?
thought, oh, I remember that case. And then you're just talking about it.
Yeah, she was so pretty and so young, and
But
she
what-
just
What made him do that? And he had a life, obviously, with girlfriend and
He
all.
had-
Why would he?
he knows that everybody goes out after the bars are closed, and the Ubers come up and they grab them and take them home. And he's seen that one girl standing there by herself. She was trying to get away from her party. She was going to slip out, and the car had already drove by 4 or 5 times. And then he just pulled up real fast, like that was her car, and she just opened up the back door and got in, and that was it.
Right. But like, why would he want to screw up his life for that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like he had to know he was going to get caught.
I forgot how it ended, but I know his girlfriend or the girl he stayed with, she saw the blood. She saw him. She was driving and he was cleaning blood off the car.
Oh
She
my
knew something was
gosh.
up and she asked him about it. And he says, mind your own business, he told her.
Wow.
Yeah. And then his mom came into the court to speak for him and try to say to the judge, my son is a good boy and he's this. And he said, hold up. We're not here to discuss this. He's found guilty. Your son is not a good boy. Now, do you want to say something else? Say it. Otherwise, shut up. He is guilty.
You must have just watched this again.
I did.
Okay.
I'm stuck on the documentary all day and all night. That's all I watch. And I'm so sick of trying to find Diddy's trial. I don't know where
You can't
it's live.
find it. It's not televised.
Oh, so we got to watch it tomorrow? Then it says live on it?
No, no, no. It's not being filmed at all. It's only through through like the few
Commentary,
reporters that are in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not being televised at all.
And they just do those drawings,
Yep.
of the people testifying.
Right. Because it's in federal court.
She gave up 13 names today.
Really?
Yeah. But they're trying to say that she must have liked it if she was with him that long and she kept
Well,
going back.
they did find even texts where she said she liked some of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she said she fell in love with him and she wanted to be with him, do whatever he wanted her to do, just so he would spend time with her. She knew it wasn't just him and her. She knew he had other girlfriends, and that killed her. She was in that cycle, She wanted to be with him. She wanted his attention, and then till she didn't, and then she said, "No, I don't want to do this no more." This is her third baby. She's married and this is her third baby. She's gonna pop any day.
Wow.
Yeah, and she was like soft spoken, and she was saying, it was disgusting. I didn't tell my mother. I was so disgusted until right now. I told my mom, it's embarrassing the things he did to me and what at first it was her career that she was interested in. He was getting her signed up for 10 albums he signed her up for, and she only did one album because then she got into those freak offs, and she said those took up more time than you would believe. She didn't have no time to sing. She had to just do the freak offs.
Freak offs.
No, but didn't he
Jeez.
realize like what kind of boyfriend wants to see you with other people? Like then you don't
Right.
really love me. You just love what's going on.
Yeah, but he had the money and the houses and all that stuff.
Yeah, see, but none of that would make up for that. I'd be like, no, I'm out of here. I wouldn't have done it in the
Yeah.
first place, but I mean, as soon as somebody asked, I told you I dated the one guy, and we were dating for 2 weeks, and he asked me to go to a swingers club with him. I was like, no,
Yeah.
not even
You
sleeping
either
with
do
you
that
yet.
or
I'm gonna
you
go
don't
sleep
do
with
that.
other
And I
people.
don't do that.
It's like, yeah, all right, adios.
Yeah. And she was really, really cute. He didn't have no reason to be going elsewhere, but just to satisfy his own sick mind.
He is. He's disgusting. They should castrate him. That would be my punishment.
He is a sicko.
His daughters walked out of the court. They didn't want to hear no more.
Yeah, he has a Tootsie Roll, they said. That's what they said today in court.
Did they?
Yeah, they
Really?
said the girl he was gonna R said, she saw that he has Tootsie Roll and thought, well, this maybe not that bad.
Wow.
Big slap to his ego.
That could be a big part of his problem.
Yeah, and
Maybe.
she called him how'd she call him Piddly Diddy or Tootsie Roll, and then she called him
Mama's boy. His mom is his aunt, I think, and he slept with her.
What?
Yeah. His mom is not his mom. She went off, and that's his aunt, and he slept with her. That's why they always kiss like they do.
Oh yeah, they were saying about how he kissed his mother.
Yeah.
But that's not really but he just gets grosser and grosser.
Yeah.
Disgusting waste
See,
of
I haven't
space.
been listening to the reports.
Well, they don't tell you like, we only know so much. That's all they'll tell us. But maybe when it's over, we'll find out exactly what they're saying. But they said,
Well, when that guy Odie did his deposition and he talked all about it, he told them everything that used to go on, but
Oh,
they
yeah.
didn't believe him. They thought he was lying
yeah,
until she admitted that she used to be with Odie in front of him. He would
Yeah.
watch them. So now everything else he said in his deposition, they're going over it because he said a lot of things about a
Yeah.
lot of different people that were in on it.
yep,
Now, once those names start coming out,
yeah, and it's not just him. That's the only one they showed us. But there's all kinds of people telling their story because they want to get out of it. They want to act like they're telling on him so they don't get dragged into it.
yeah.
So if they tell them first, they're listening to everything and they're writing it all down, and then they're going to see who's backing up whose story here. Like her
Yeah.
story's already been backed up. It's already been confirmed.
Well, that's just it. Now that like everything Odie said, if it's true, I mean,
Now, who's
a lot of
Odie?
big names going
Got
down.
busted for something else. I
the
don't even
dog
think
from Garfield.
He shot up the hotel,
Oh, okay.
but this
But
was a
when they
few
were
years ago.
interrogating him, he started telling them he slept with Cassie and Diddy.
Yeah. He
And
said they
he-
paid me $1,000 a shot, like every time, $1,000. So
He was their sex slave.
yeah. But that's what I mean. He watched while his girlfriend was with this guy. Like ew. Why would you want?
He does that
You
with
wanna see
all
your
of
girlfriend
them.
liking that?
He lets
Somebody else?
he lets them get her, and he sits in the corner and pleasures himself.
I know that's so
That's
gross.
sick.
That is sick. What?
I don't know, just the way Abby said that.
It is because it's disgusting.
Sits in the corner and pleasures himself.
That's what he does.
Only thing I know is God is watching everybody. That's what I'd like to tell them all. As I walk right up and just say, God has seen everything you've done. That's just it. They obviously don't believe in God, so it doesn't matter to them.
Oh my God.
I can tell you what they really said, Carolyn.
I know.
Yeah, I watched that same thing. I know what they said.
Yeah, had that
And
guy.
that's just it. Isn't he embarrassed sitting in the courtroom having the whole world find all this stuff out? Like I don't know. You do it
Now
once or
his name's
twice,
gonna
you
be
got away with it. That's enough. Stop now. But
Daddy.
he kept doing it.
Did he?
Did he do it?
Yeah.
Did it? Did it?
There's so many people like that want to watch, their partner doing
Well, she
that.
said she said in one of her texts, she wanted to see him with another girl.
Ugh.
You
Ew.
don't hear about that.
That's what they said today, and they said, could that be bad for her? Because there were some things like she enjoyed it.
Yeah, but she was so much younger than him, and she was in love. She was in lust. She was in awe. He was.
None
her
of that.
real
She was
kid.
hooked on the opiates too. So you're not thinking straight when you're on that. Plus, she was always looking to make him happy.
Yeah,
Anything to make him happy.
and that's understandable. A lot of people do that. If they fall for someone hard like she did.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I
I
don't
don't
think they're gonna turn the table on her.
Can't say I ever fell that hard, but not to do those kinds of things.
And they would go on for days.
No,
Yeah.
they would go through 10 bottles of baby oil a night.
Oh yeah,
A
and they
night?
have even
A
had like
night?
a pool where they would
Get
lay
in and
in.
roll around in it. I know you
Yeah.
gotta be slippery and ew.
You had to glisten.
That's so
What?
weird.
Yeah, that's too far for me.
Ugh.
Just sitting here talking to Carolyn and them. Yeah. Oh yes, I talked to Karen today. She said Ron's in the hospital and da 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 da, and I said,
We're all sitting here listening to how
I know. I'm thinking, who's in the hospital?
doesn't have a doctor now, but he will now. I said something about he don't never go to the doctor, right? And she said no, but he's going now. He'll have a doctor now. She said she asked him, does he want her to call you? And he said no. I already talked to him.
We're all listening. I can only hear Abby.
Yeah. You got into it with her?
Oh, got into it with her.
It.
Finally down to 65. It's been in the 90s
Oh,
the
I know.
last few days.
I know it's been so hot and humid, and
There too, Carolyn?
Okay.
oh my gosh, I felt like jumping in the lake, and then I said, "But it's going to be so cold." And Sandy goes, "Just jump in and get right out. It'll feel good."
Right, honey. Love you too. Bye bye.
I'm surprised you didn't.
I don't know. It's been nice here. It's been like 65.
Oh, really? It's been so hot in here and humid, so humid.
Now it's going to be only like 59 tomorrow, maybe 60.
Really?
Yep.
Ugh.
Next 3 days. Yeah, we're all a little nosy. It's just me. When somebody's there talking. Going to bed.
Yeah.
think I'm having an
I hope
allergic
she closed her
reaction.
window because I asked her to close it earlier since it's cold. Good night. Okay, good night. I love you. Love you too. I told her I'll wake her up about 6:30ish. I told her I'll wake her up around 6:30ish, 6:45.
You, I will.
I will. You're going too, aren't you? Or you don't have to.
I want to sleep in a bit.
Okay, I don't blame you. Well, okay, that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Why, where are you going after that?
What?
Where are you going tomorrow?
Oh, come on.
Something
You forgot
about
already?
Apple's Girls on the Run, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but you said you were going somewhere with Bonnie.
yeah, she's picking us up.
Right.
Yeah, I told Fox she didn't have to go if she didn't want. She's like, yeah, I'm not. I'm going to sleep. Like, I don't blame you.
She's picking you up just to go to the meet?
Yeah. Apple and I.
Did you just say Ed? Did you just say Ed Gore? Did you just say Ed Gore and I?
Apple.
Apple and I.
Oh, okay.
You know Ethel.
I'm like, who is Ed Gore? Oh my gosh. I don't know what's going on. I think I have an allergic reaction to something.
Why?
Because my foot is itching like mad, and it's like the whole foot is like turned red.
It's those bugs, Carolyn.
What? No,
Yeah,
there's no
the
bumps.
no-see-ums.
There's
The
there are no bumps or bites.
But it just feels so good when you itch it, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
Uh-huh. That's what they are. Because I've had them down there before. I'm
Uh-huh.
telling you.
Last year.
Yeah,
But there are no bumps or
bite.
there are no bumps
I
and no bites.
know. Okay, then you know what? It could be what do you call them? It could be leftover from a sunburn, maybe.
That sounds like what it is, because it's like red like a sunburn and like tight like a sunburn. You know what I mean? And it's like a little bit purple around the folds, like around my ankle, like.
Just one leg, one foot, whatever.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Not purple.
Yeah, just around
Yeah,
my
it shouldn't
ankle.
be purple.
It's like it's almost like a bruise.
My doctor gave me some ointment to put on my arms.
Yeah, but you have
Really?
bites though. I don't have any bites.
I don't know.
They're very.
You have
small.
bites, Evie?
They had little bumps with like a whitehead kind of thing on them, but when I got home, my cat bit me in my arm really bad.
Oh,
And then that started itching, and then the bump started itching. So they gave me some medicine to put on my arms, and it's gone now. But last year, I scratched my feet when I got home forever. Seemed like for weeks. And
Well,
it
I
was
know,
from
like,
us
the
sitting
first-
outside at night, and those little mosquitoes were getting us.
yeah. I got ate up the first couple years there. I remember that. I had like bumps, not bumps, but it seemed like little bites on my
Yeah.
legs. I couldn't quit scratching them.
I know it feels good when you scratch them, but it, drive me crazy.
Yeah. I had nothing like that this year. Where is the Louvre or Louvre,
What do
wherever?
you mean? Why do you think that?
Aren't they the one that comes to play that game?
Oh no, you're thinking of Murder of Crows.
Yes, Murder of Crows. Murder of Crows, where are you? You haven't played this for a while though,
I
right?
know.
Victoria's throwing words out there.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Well, hi, murder of crows. Speak of the devil.
No way.
I can't believe you almost had me convinced that was me today, Abby.
What are you talking about?
I almost thought I'm going to put that on my channel.
What are you talking
Then I
about?
started looking at it and I thought, wait a minute.
What are you talking about?
She
I
sent me
sent her
a
a
video.
video.
Yeah, tell her about it.
I sent her a video. It's of this woman and this husband and wife who were like, I don't know, they were like kind of, I don't know, Puerto Rican or something. It looks like. But they were drunk and they were coming down these stairs and their nephews were on the bottom of the stairs laughing at the dad because he was like, had been drinking and he's like, I got this, come on, honey. And they're going down the stairs, barely can make it. And they get to the end of the stairs and they just, both of them turn to the left and crash right into the car and fall. And I told Scooter that was her. I go, can you remember when you did this, Scooter? I can't believe you did that. Skippy had to come pick you up. And she goes, what? That was you and
She said it was
Dave.
She said it was
And
me
you
and
really
Dave.
thought it was you?
For a sec.
Oh, stop.
Listen how mad Carolyn's get because the hair and stuff. I thought it had to be a couple years ago because of Dave, but she said Skippy had to help you. So I'm thinking, is that Skippy? And then I thought, okay, I do have a shirt that's that color. Maybe that's when my hair was short, but was my hair that blonde? I don't remember that. I was getting all confused.
Oh my gosh.
And then she almost convinced me. I'm like, that's not us. That's not me. Then she's almost convinced me, and in my head, I was thinking, wait, if that's me and Skippy, I'm going to put that on my channel. And then I called Apple, and here I go. My friend is saying this is me right here, and she looks at it and she goes, that is not you. And I go, okay, I didn't.
Can you send me the video, Abby? I would like to see that.
Why, certainly.
Oh, I'm never gonna live this down. No. Hey, Hart, you're back. And then once I realized it wasn't me, then I saw the lady was wearing those high heel things, and I thought, oh my gosh, why didn't I notice that right away? I never wear those high heel boots. Carol is gonna go, how could you even think that was you for a second? And I'm thinking, but the stairs, I was thinking, wait a minute now, that could be Skippy's, but then I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
I
I don't
sent
remember
it.
a floor like that.
Oh my god.
It's just me. She almost had me convinced it was me. Because she's going, don't you remember? Yeah, that's you. That's you. I started losing it, thinking, oh my gosh, I'm really losing it. I can't remember that. Kind of scary in a way. It's just me. And then at first I started thinking, okay, is that when I had hurt my hip from driving down there? And I was in so much pain.
Oh, yeah, that was last year.
Yeah. And I was thinking, okay, is that somebody helping me down? Because Kevin had to help me down the stairs a lot. But then I knew that wasn't Kevin.
And she sent me the picture of me when I was crashed out with the magazine.
Yep. Carolyn sent me the one of her and I, and then the one with Gia and I.
Yeah, I'm missing some pictures.
Yeah, I am too, Abby.
I sent you them today.
You didn't send me the ones on the couch.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't get them.
Well, you better look again because I did.
Mm.
I didn't get the ones of all of us up on the porch together either.
No, me neither. I just got me and the boys.
Oh yeah, I gotta get them all done. That's what I was doing when I found out I was late for my live. I put some stuff on Instagram too.
Oh, okay.
And then I found out, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to be live.
I want to see last year's picture when me and Kevin was tanning on the deck and you were sneaking around with your camera. Can't trick me.
I don't think I saw that one either.
Oh,
What?
there's Carolyn dancing.
Oh, was that the one I sent you?
From the U-Haul to the wall. Yeah.
What? I want to see that.
All right.
Yeah, she can send it to you.
Why
Oh,
didn't
no,
you
I
send
might
it
have
to
sent
me
it
if
to you
was me
back then,
doing-
Carolyn, last year.
What?
I don't know, I might have sent it to you last year.
I sent it. It's just good to see him.
Because I tried to, I think I sent it to Kevin and he said send it to his email. But I don't think I ever got around to it.
I was reading that magazine, boy.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that is so cute though, Abby. I wish I could sleep like that.
Oh my gosh.
My dad died. I fell asleep in his bed, but just like that. I was just
Scooter,
going.
you thought that was you. That's like.
Carolyn, I kept saying that's not me.
Isn't it funny? You got
Oh, come on, Scooter.
listen to him
Carolyn.
laugh.
Scooter, come on. First of all, those are like really palatial. She's like there's like tiles with diamonds in
I
them.
saw that. That's what had me confused too.
Who did you think that guy was?
I told her it was her and Dave.
I knew that wasn't Dave, but she had me
It
so
was
confused.
Coots.
Oh, come on. Stop it.
I thought that was some guy helping me. Maybe that I had when I had hurt my hip.
Oh, stop it. Oh my God.
I
Cut
really
it
was
out.
getting-
Cut it out. That lady's
I'm-
wearing jeans too.
Is she wearing jeans?
Yes. Yes.
Hey, I'm telling you.
And she has snow white hair. You don't have snow white hair.
With the lighting, I thought maybe, you know.
She has snow white hair.
I said, remember this night you and Dave were leaving Coots? LOL. Scoots, do you remember that night?
How
Scooter,
did
where'd
you
you go? No, I don't remember this. LOL. LMAO. LMAO. O. Oh, come
I
on.
wish you could.
because
I wish you
wrote.
could show them.
Oh,
You had
I
a bad
wish you
bruise
could.
on your arm from that fall. Skippy himself helped you up. Oh my God, how embarrassing. I didn't even know that was me.
God.
I thought you were pranking me.
Oh, that's crazy. It keeps replaying again and again.
Yeah, how I said that too. I was serious there. I go, I didn't even know that was me. I thought you were pranking me.
You go, that is not Skippy neither, girly.
Oh my gosh, come on.
Well, we
She
might have
almost
been
had-
like that when we left.
How did she almost have me convinced that was me?
I have no
That doesn't
idea.
even
That
look
lady
like
has
Skippy's
snow white
face.
hair. She's wearing jeans. She's got like a high heel kind of shoe. Oh my gosh. Apple must have thought you were crazy. Oh. Granny's
Oh my
tweaking.
gosh. How could I even for a minute, even think that could be me,
I
right?
have no idea.
Just
But I
because
started
it was
thinking it
casual,
was
I just threw it
me.
in kind of casually. We were sharing pictures, and I go, "Remember this one, Scoot?"
She really how'd you get me? How did
I
you get
just-
me like that?
I just said. This
The
one
only
was
thing I
funny.
thought was weird, Evie, was the floor, because I knew Skippy does not have a tiled floor like that. I thought, how, and then I'm thinking of all the laughing. I'm thinking, how are you guys laughing so hard?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I imagine that's his nephews or something. His son watching him and
That is
his
so
girl
crazy. That
coming
lady
out
has
from the bar.
snow white hair.
She got
has
bleached
snow white
blonde
hair.
like Sandy says.
And she's got it in like a little tiny, like blown under, like,
Can you show them at least like a still of that?
oh, sake, let me see. Oh my gosh.
Guys, maybe she's going to show you a still of it because I was tweaking.
Oh, you should show the whole thing and let him hear those boys laughing.
Yeah, you're not going to get in any trouble.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, famous last words.
From the
Yeah,
U-Haul
true.
to the wall.
Yeah, just show a picture of it at least. It is embarrassing. Now, first I thought I was embarrassed because I thought it was me. Now I'm embarrassed because I thought, I thought it was me, but for a different reason. You know what I mean? This is ridiculous. I am losing it.
Might as well show him the one on the couch, Carolyn.
No.
How could I even think this was me for a second? How embarrassing.
Hold on.
I'm a smooth operator. That's why.
Damn tweakers.
Okay.
And it's like vertical, so it's kind of hard to see, guys. It's not like a full screen thing.
We had some dancers with us that time.
Oh, yeah, we did. Now I'm so embarrassed because you had me convinced thinking this was me. I'm glad I didn't put this on my channel. Oh, and Carolyn, Carolyn, I almost sent this to you to ask you to take out your license plate because I was thinking that was your van. Gosh, how dumb am I?
There it is. One of you ever had snow white hair?
I can't
And how
see
come
it.
that guy looks bald there, but he's got a full head of white hair in the next thing?
I
He
was
was
thinking
wasted.
I was thinking that was Skippy, because I knew that wasn't Kevin. I knew I had to have help because I had hurt my hip driving.
But if you remember correctly, that night you guys were hopping puddles. You guys were fine. She was dancing. You were hopping puddles. You didn't need no help.
Carolyn, yeah, we were hopping puddles. Carolyn was dancing. I couldn't get up there and dance, remember? Yeah, you can't really tell. I mean, if you had it up closer, like where the people are up higher, where you see that
bald and he's got a full head of white hair?
there's like a pretty tiled dance floor, which is not at the place we go to. It's a wooden bar, wooden floor, you know, on the beach, deck wood, not this fancy thing. And then it shows them falling, and believe you
They
me, I
just
would
keep going
remember
around the
that.
circle right into the car.
Yeah. Can you show that little bit where they fall or no? And these people are all laughing like crazy. Maybe if she doesn't show this, probably no, she doesn't want to play it, I guess. She's too worried about somebody reporting her, which I don't blame her. Because somebody
It was you
would.
and Dave and Skippy.
What, Evie?
It was just you and Dave and Skippy.
Yeah, right. But yeah, then they end up falling and people are
Watch
laughing.
tap dancing, Carolyn.
This lady has heels on, like high-heeled boots or something. But I do have a shirt that is like that color.
Carolyn let loose on that tap dance.
She did. She did.
She was going across that floor. I forget what she called it. Chuggy, chuggy, chuggy.
She was. She was.
She has some strong legs too. That first kick's the bitch. She boom, boom, boom.
Yes. Yes. You there, Carolyn?
Mm-hmm.
She
Where'd
fell
she
asleep
go?
in the chair.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Where
I
are
had,
you,
to put a
Carolyn?
coat of, I had to put a coat of something on the stuff I made.
A code.
A coat.
It was getting cold. She needed a coat.
Oh. Oh boy.
Alright. But
I wonder
and
if my
this,
brother's up now.
your brother's up?
I hope he is. I want to do tap dance with his tap shoes.
Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
Love you guys.
Really?
Last prayer.
Uh-huh.
See you later.
He's down there by himself.
Love you,
His
True, come
roommate went
tomorrow, 'cause I have
to that
take
home.
Love you guys. God bless.
Carolyn, who are you talking
I'm
to?
talking to the chat.